welcome back to another episode of Dragon's Greed Gaming. As always, I'm your host, the Great Unclean One, and you are joining us for more Alien, the role-playing game by Free League. And you are joining us for part 2 of the return to Hadley's Hope as we see what our squad of Marines is going to do after our ending from last week. But before we get started, let's do a quick round of introductions here, starting off with our squad leader.
Hi, I'm Sean Collins, playing Jack Schaefer, squad leader, colonel of the group. He's kind of a hard ass. He excels a bit too much at crowd control, major assaults, and urban pacification, so might be a piece of shit. Who knows? Is there
Also,
anything else?
you're not a colonel, you're a lance corporal. That's a big difference.
Oh, I thought last time we agreed that I was a colonel, but that's okay.
Fake news.
All right, settle down, Trump. Is there anything else you want me to share or go over?
No, unless there's anything else you want to remind our listeners of, anything about your character or anything like that, it's totally up to you.
Sure. Relationships. His buddy is Sarah Chan. His rival is Jimmy Wagner. Looks like he has a fair amount of stress right now, but he's been dealing with aliens, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah. Let's do stress recap. What are you sitting at right now?
I am at 4.
Okay, that's not crippling. It's not great, but
Okay.
I
Sounds
don't know.
good. And his signature item is his fresh cigar that he occasionally smokes.
Lovely.
And I am Matt. I am playing Emil Schneider, the dedicated marksman of the team. He's got the big gun with the big scope, can do precision takedowns at 1,000 meters away.
Lovely. And what's
Or
your
so he,
stress these
or,
days?
or he thinks he can. He seems to be relatively cool under pressure right now. He's sitting at a stress level of 1.
Wow. Not
Damn,
bad.
how are you at 1, dog?
Hey, sometimes you're cool. You're just cool.
Oh, fuck, apparently.
Well, his buddy is Manny Garcia, and his rival is the android Trevor. He's not a bot person. He does not like the androids.
Correct. And Trevor, the android hospital corpsman, is on the shuttle right now, the dropship, along with your pilot, Jen, and your rookie, the smart gunner, Jimmy Wagner. They are currently pulling a Resident Evil 1, flying around the base until they run out of fuel, and then show up at the last minute with the rocket launcher to kill a tyrant. So we'll see how that works out.
Fantastic.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm playing PFC Manny Garcia. My buddy is Emil Schneider, and I'm rivals with everyone else. Currently sitting at stress level 5, although I do have 1 confirmed kill with my bayonet.
That was one of my
brass knuckles.
That was one of my
That's
favorite parts of the recording to do a sound effect for, was stabbing the alien.
Gotta get up close and personal.
Awesome.
All right, I'm Kyle. I am playing Michael Cashton, who is the Comtech Marine, so he's Hackerman, and I make doors open real good. My buddy is Trevor, and he's not here, so I'm lonely. And my rival is Sarah Chan. Just a jerk. And my stress is at a healthy 6.
Ooh,
Getting up
damn.
there.
Yeah.
All those doors you've been unlocking.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. It'll just stress me out more.
Understandable.
But yeah.
And I'm Matt Froggatt. I'm playing Sarah Chan, CBRN slash ESP specialist, perhaps. Yeah, buddies with Jack Schaefer, the captain, and what are we at? It looks like stress is 4 over here, so
Okay.
not
so,
great. Could be worse.
Yeah, pretty diverse spread of stress. Usually it's everybody's panicking or no one's panicking. So we'll see how it goes here, as I think things are about to ramp up. So last we left in our one-shot, that was supposed to be a one-shot, but now it's a two-shot, the Marines, your group, your squad, had been sent to Hadley's Hope after the UA had received, or intercepted, I should say, a transmission that seemed to be from possibly Weyland-Yutani to the colony. And after receiving that transmission, a Weyland-Yutani research team seemed to divert very quickly and suddenly to the colony. And so contact with the colony has been lost, and a UA spy that is on the colony, or I think it was actually on the research team, basically said that, this team was rerouted here, and contact was lost shortly after that. So your ship, the Nightfall, was on its way to resupply and then return to the main flotilla in this sector, was rerouted, and your squad has been sent to see what's going on with the colony, find out why they're not responding, and if there's any danger to the colonists, and if so, to help them in whatever way you can, and if there is a threat, to eliminate it with extreme prejudice. Upon getting to Hadley's Hope, LV-426, you all piled in your dropship, made your way down to the planet, and there you were greeted by the dark gray skies and a rainstorm that was starting to come over the colony. The colony appeared undamaged, but also underpowered and with no activity. You found on the landing platform the Weyland-Yutani shuttle, still open to the elements, with a couple bodies of some Weyland-Yutani people, some strange egg-like things, and the remnants of strange alien creatures. You proceeded to enter the base and look around, search for any survivors, ultimately encountering a couple more of these creatures, some of the infamous facehuggers birthing from some of the eggs. We almost lost Lance Corporal Schaefer, but luckily Chan jumped into action and helped finish off, or helped get him out of the way. And then you guys eventually took down the two facehuggers, searched the base a little bit more, managed to ambush one of the larger aliens, and then Manny and Schneider finally got the pups up and operational and sent them throughout the base to kind of map the place out. And at that point, you had found more life forms, more alien creatures that appear to be on the base. And one of them disappeared from our map here, so I'll put that back on. But there was a face hugger running around somewhere in D block, where there's like a couple school rooms, like classrooms. You found a couple bodies there as well, of an adult and it looks like several children. And then there was another alien up in A1. I believe it was a drone. That's what we're going to put. Other than that, you cannot get into the casino, or the pups can't. They don't have an access point, so you don't know if there's anything in there. And then Billy's bar you found was destroyed and opened up. You found the remains of a couple other colonists here, along with the remains of an android who Cashton managed to get his head operational, Alien 3 style. And I believe you're still carrying his head around in your backpack and kind of using him as info when you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then you made the decision to send the pups through the ventilation shafts to get to the bottom level, and it is there that they started to pick up all sorts of strange readings. The temperature has turned out to be much warmer and humid and kind of damp and dank down in the sublevel. That's right, dank.
Oh yeah.
And as they have mapped, again, the map reading is a little broken up because they're going through the vents, so it's only whenever they go through one of the ones where there's a grate and they kind of scan out into the hallway. But you've realized that basically there's some strange organic growth down in the sublevel. The regular hallways are really not visible with whatever's been kind of put on top of them. Eventually you had one of the pups exit the vents. They found an open grate, and they went into the mass housing where they started to map many of the egg shapes and many life forms and readings of humans that appear to be clinging to the wall, perhaps covered by whatever this strange organic growth is. And that is where we ended, as the pups were starting to get a full scan of down in the sub level. So that is where we will pick up. You guys are all kind of watching, probably with a little bit of horror and terror, as the drones, the pups, continue to fly around. I'm just going to mark off. There's obviously more than these, just to give you guys an idea what's going on down here. These are all the eggs.
Oh no.
There's lots, You're looking and there's probably at least 3 or 4 dozen right now that it's scanned, but it's going through like each individual room at this point.
Cool.
So we'll pick it up there. What do you guys do?
Great.
All in the
So
airstrike.
yeah, but that's like sub-level 1, right? So will an airstrike even penetrate it? We need a bunker buster.
Okay, can we just call in Exterminatus on the
Yeah,
planet?
we gotta
That's what I
blast
vote
it.
for. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're Imperial Guardsmen, so I don't think we have the authority to do that.
But think of the promotions.
Dog, so many level ups. Just well, so one of our like mission goals was to find any survivors, right?
Correct.
And it seems like there are living bodies down there, possibly.
Yes.
Cool. So I guess we should go down to sub-level 1. But there's also a facehugger in D block, correct?
Yeah, you could tell when it's been scanned, it was kind of skittering about. I mean, the reading for something like that doesn't stay active because it's, it's not being actively scanned right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows you the last location where it was.
Right. Well, I feel like we shouldn't go chase that random facehugger, but instead go fight possibly 24 facehuggers. Thoughts, T?
So our mission here was to identify why communication stopped at the base. I think we think we've identified that because there's all
Aliens,
these
yep.
creatures here, and to get a better understanding of what Weyland-Yutani was doing here, which we've gotten like some information regarding that. I don't know if we've qualified or really completed that objective or not.
Yeah.
Take the body with you.
Of the researcher, we could probably take the body and maybe bug out. Just accept the fact that whatever this unknown life form we've just encountered down the hall, there might be 24 more of them downstairs, and there's only 5 of us.
Take the body of the dead alien.
Oh, yeah, we can bring the dead body alien. Dead alien body.
That could work.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to go charging into whatever the hell is going on down there with all those things.
Well,
Yeah, that seems like an automatic bad time.
yeah, Sean agrees, but Jack Schaefer, I'm not sure.
Well, to reiterate, your mission was to find out why contact was lost with the colony.
Mm-hmm.
Find out why the Weyland-Yutani team was rerouted here so quickly, and if they were up to something, find out exactly what they were up to, and find out if there were any colonists, if the colonists were in danger, and if they were to rescue any of them that you could, and if they were in danger, if there's a threat, to eliminate it.
Right. Well, we've only accomplished like one of those missions, so looks like we got to go a little bit deeper in, boys.
You guys have determined pretty much why the Weyland-Yutani team was here. Miranda Reynolds' team intercepted a transmission that was sent from Earth by a corporate agent by the name of Burke, and he had sent a transmission basically explaining to the colonists that there was this derelict alien ship a ways away from the base. And one of the colonists, by the name of Russ Jordan, went to investigate that with his family. And you guys realize that if it was indeed true, with salvage rights and things like that, if he was the first one out there, he could claim the salvage rights to it. And if it was indeed an alien ship, it'd probably be worth a lot of money, especially for a regular old colonist. And at that point is when he got infected by a facehugger and was brought back to the base. And it seems like that's when the infestation started. And you've obviously gathered that Reynolds came here obviously trying to bank in on what was going on with the xenomorphs. Probably trying to get a sample. And actually, I believe you hacked Dr. Comiskey's PDAT, and she was the scientist on Reynolds' team. And basically that kind of confirmed all of that as well. They were starting to study these things. They wanted to get some samples, and that's why some of the eggs were put on their shuttle, and it all went to hell.
Okay, so that just kind of leaves saving the colonists, which we're not sure, but there might be living ones down there. And
well,
they're
they're definitely alive.
It tells us they're alive. Great.
Yeah, we determine the pups can detect organic living material, not just like the outline of the map, so to speak. So yeah, I mean they are alive. There are readings, life sign readings, so to speak.
Okay. Well then, I think we need to go down there and at least attempt to save them.
Yeah, so with the life form readings, are those kind of spread out within the nest of eggs?
Yes.
Along the same lines of the icons, just kind of.
Yeah, there's
all over the place.
I mean, keep in mind this colony has, I think it's around 160 people on it, and you're picking up tons of readings in there.
Okay.
Maybe not like 100, but dozens at least.
Okay, that complicates things. I was about to make a proposal, since I have a number of incendiary bombs, and I think Cashton Garcia, whoever is in charge of the drones, has their little drones. There's a way that we could make a combination of those things, solve some of our problems, but if there are civilians in the area, obviously that is not the best of plans, probably.
Well, what's it gonna be?
Would I be able to talk to Holroyd's head?
Of course, yeah. He's still active.
Okay. Yeah, I would ask him the probability of civilians being alive and not infected.
He kind of registers that for a moment, and he says, "Well, I'm no expert on these creatures. I just know about them and why Miranda's team was here, but I would assume the chance of that would be fairly low. If they've already been taken down into the area where the eggs are, I would assume that if those eggs have hatched, those people are infected. But if eggs have not hatched yet, then it's possible some of them might not have been infected yet."
Were we able to determine if the eggs had hatched from the pup scans?
Well, it definitely looks like some have hatched already and some have not.
Okay.
It's like
Well,
a
without-
mother bird bringing worms to a nest, waiting for the eggs to hatch.
I don't know if we discovered this or not, but did we determine if we know that once they're infected, that's kind of game over?
Yes, I believe between Comiskey's notes and some of the carnage you've seen here, because yeah, there was a body in the med lab, and then you found Comiskey's body outside the med lab with the hole in her chest, and with her notes, you determined that she killed the guy on the table to make sure that, because he was already infected, to make sure that he didn't basically give birth to one of these things. So at
Gotcha.
this point, between all the evidence and things you've actually seen with your own eyes, and with Holroyd's help, I mean, Holroyd he'd actually probably be able to confirm that because he would have witnessed what happened to Comiskey. So, yeah, if you get face hugged, it seems to be
Game
the end
over,
of
man.
Okay.
It's game over.
Yes, I'd probably tell the boss man that the probability of anyone being alive down there is probably
Low.
non-existent.
Well,
it depends if they've been face hugged yet or not, really.
I think we need to at least go see if even one of them's not been face hugged or infected, and we could save him, and that's mission objective. And
Schaefer,
best case, we just destroy all of those sacks.
Yeah, Schaefer, you know that if you did not go down there to look,
We'd get like
and-
some kind of court-martial or
and-
something.
if word of that got out, however it did, yeah, that would be command would probably not be happy about that.
Yeah. So
I mean, keep in mind, you guys are colonial marines, like you're US colonial marines, so like you're kind of considered the biggest badasses like in the galaxy when it comes to fighting forces, and I mean,
and the only alien we've encountered, we absolutely dumpstered, boys. There's
That's
no
true.
reason to be afraid.
that's true.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yep.
Yeah, none of us are even that
No,
dead.
you know what? It is funny because I'm trying to not think like Kyle and think like this dude.
Right.
Because Kyle's like, I have a very healthy fear of what's about to happen right now.
That's
Dog, I
the
understand.
that's the joy of this campaign. I think this is a great system to try to teach somebody who metagames a lot how to break that, because most people have seen some of the Alien films, so we all know what happens when there's eggs and facehuggers running about, but
Yeah.
so
You can't just land on the planet and be like, actually, flip this, I'm out, and then leave.
yeah, we did a
There's
flyover,
okay.
Sarge. We're just gonna nuke the place. It's probably the best solution.
We did the math, and the android checked it for us. No probability of the humans being alive. They're all infected. No point in
and it
wasting
looks
resources.
cold, so
Like a desert
it's the-
planet.
That's the joy of it, and I appreciate you guys playing into that, obviously. So, but yeah, that if command found out you didn't go down there when there were, life signs of human life, that you were
Right.
simply sent here to help.
Right.
So,
All right.
the
So
plan?
who's the person who's supposed to who we were previously having go in front because they were good at that stuff? I don't
believe it was
remember your jobs.
I believe it was Garcia.
Okay.
Because he's
Yeah.
your forward observer.
Great.
Damn it.
All right. So Garcia, find us a way down into the sub level.
Well, there's
Aye,
a
aye,
couple.
Captain.
I'll move this guy because there's a ladder underneath that egg. I'll move that over. Make sure none of them. Okay. So yeah, there's a couple ladders that lead down. I believe there's 5 ladders that you can take to get down to the sub level. There's one over down here by the maintenance offices. There's one here in the maintenance bay. There's these 2 right here in the middle, and then there's one up in the top right corner. So you just got to kind of look at the other map that you guys are on to kind of see where those line up.
Yeah, because I think from where we are on floor 2, we could pop down to block C1 and then kind of take the ladder that is the bottom left-ish.
Yeah, this ladder right here, in what is that? The C block, that goes down to this one where.
On.
Yeah, this one
Okay,
in
that
the
goes straight
casino.
down.
This is only for the casino. It's to get up and down to the first and second floor of the casino.
But we couldn't get into the casino, correct?
Well, the pups can't get in because the casino only has this entrance here in this tunnel, the sky bridge, and then on the ground floor there's an entrance outside, which you guys passed at one point, but you didn't actually explore it. So you haven't tried to get into the casino. You just know that the doors are shut, and because it's a self-contained building, the pups had no way to enter it.
Gotcha.
A stairway
And
at the top.
the alien you ambushed had been coming from the casino, was crawling down that hallway. So the door wasn't open, so you're assuming maybe it was just prowling around.
Quick recap. What happened to that alien?
That's the one you guys ambushed and totally annihilated.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we fucking killed that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
We're
That's right.
100%, boys. No reason to fear. Let's walk out with our balls.
So,
So, yeah,
let's put our
Manny,
head on
load
a
up.
swivel.
Garcia, if you want to find a way down, you can pick a ladder. It's up to you how you want to go about it.
All right, boys, load up. If any of you are out of if any of you go in with an empty clip, it's on you. I guess we'll go down the nearest ladder.
Okay. Are you going first like before and stealthing it?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Give me that mobility roll.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Whoa!
That's-
Impressive. All stress successes. Wow. Okay. You want to do anything else with your stunts?
I can save those for future stealth checks, right?
Depends on the stunt. Every skill in the game has different stunts you can do. So
Okay.
check that handout. I think it was in the journal entries, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got so much stuff in mine. It's hard to find what I made and
Oh,
what's
nice.
here. It was part of Foundry.
No worries, dog.
Ability. Give 1 success to another PC. Gain
Ooh.
+1 mod to a later skill roll relating to this one, or you impress someone. I'll take the +1 mod.
Okay. All right, so you can get +1 to a later mobility check to stealth.
Okay.
All right. So you head down the ladder while the rest of the group remains up in the offices where you found Miranda's body, which was chest bursted. Or no, she wasn't chest bursted. She was just like torn to ribbons by an alien.
Oh.
So you make your way down the ladder, and you then are at this ladder right here. So you find yourself as you begin descending this ladder, the humidity that's coming from the lower level begins to really build up, and the walls are damp with the moisture in the air. And as you get down the ladder, maybe the last 2 or 3 rungs, you see that you no longer see the concrete metal of the base, but this strange organic material that's kind of this darkish, like blackish bluish color, similar to the tone of the alien that you ambushed in the hallway. And it's kind of ridged in some places. It's squishy, sort of solid and hard. Some of it is sticky, and there's a little bit of it on the ladder, and as you get to the bottom couple rungs, your boots kind of crunch and kind of squish as you find yourself on this stuff. But you keep your balance and you move on the balls of your feet so that you're not really making any noise, but you can tell that this is definitely not supposed to be here, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. So which way do you go?
So I'm gonna come down the ladder and post up,
Move these so you
facing the
guys can
direction.
All right, I'm just going to move these so you guys can actually see all the entrances into this area. So there's 2 main entrances where the doors are, and then there's the 4 shower rooms which have an entrance in this hallway as well.
I'm gonna post up kind of right around here, facing the direction of the egg rooms.
Okay.
And then kind of direct the next person to come down to post up behind me, facing the back. So we're watching all sides.
Okay, so as you get down there, you can see that this door that leads into the mass housing, you can see there's all sorts of damage to it. You can see, well, what parts of it you can see, because some of it's covered in this alien stuff, but the parts you can see, it's damaged. It looks like it's partially closed, and maybe it got stuck either by something, or maybe it's damaged, mechanically. But you can see some burn marks, maybe some bullet holes and scratch marks, and you can see the signs of a fight. But it's mostly been covered up by the alien goo. And as you get further into this area, like the entire tunnel, the entire hallway that you're walking through is like one corridor of this alien resin. You really don't see any of the man-made structure, really.
Okay.
Do you come back to the team, or do you continue on?
I mean, I assume they were following behind me.
Yeah, that was my assumption, is we'd all be following behind him.
You're not sending me down there by myself, are you?
Well, no, not yet.
Okay, so in that case, I actually did this wrong last week. When we do a group roll, the person with the highest skill gets to make the roll for everybody. So, Garcia, minus everybody's stress, what is everybody's mobility score?
Oh,
So it's mobility
3.
plus agility, right?
Correct, yes.
So 7?
4.
3.
Sorry, what is it? Plus agility?
7.
The skill mobility plus your agility.
Correct. Well, 7. Eric, how many do you have?
Oh,
7.
3.
Okay.
That's
So
the
in-
channel also.
In that case, Manning and Schneider have the same, so we'll just assume Manning did it. So, since he passed, everybody else counts as passing as well.
Nice.
So, one by one, I guess just put your tokens in marching order behind Garcia's token, and then in the hallway. And one by one, you guys make your way down the ladder and into this hall, and eventually you're set up outside the door into the mass housing.
Knight will be taking up the rear with his scope gun, keeping an eye on his back.
Nice.
Let's unlock the door.
Oh, that would be me.
Good luck.
I do have the ability to just open doors now. Since I did that,
Since he
Stun.
absolutely dumpstered that last check.
yeah.
So, do we want to
So-
set up so, like, when you open the door, 2 of us kind of come up behind you and, like, aim in?
Well, keep in mind that this door is mostly open. It's like just
Oh, okay.
partially shut.
Oh.
And so you don't actually have to hack this door. It's pretty much open. I mean,
Aw.
it's not clear to get through, but you actually can't see the control panel with all the alien stuff on the wall, so you can't even see where you'd like plug in to try to hack the door.
Oh.
That's bad news, boys.
I guess, can I
Interesting.
peek in and see anything?
Give me an observation test, please. Okay, you have an extra stunt there. Oh, and guys, when you roll, go ahead and tell me how many successes you have, because I'm not always looking at the chat log.
You got it.
Okay.
It says, get answers to the following. Is it coming for me? Are there more of them close by? How do I get in, past, away?
Okay. Well, when you look down the hall, the only thing that you see as you shine your shoulder lamp down there is the hallway itself. You don't see any of the eggs in the hall. You don't see any bodies hanging on the wall. Everything was inside the various rooms. The hallways were pretty much clear, other than the alien resin.
Guess we move inside. Or I move inside.
Yeah, I'll do like the hand sign to go, go, go.
Okay. So we have Garcia, Cashton, Chan, Schaefer, and then Schneider. Is
I
that the
believe
marching
that's-
order?
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, so you all begin to start moving forward, creeping through here, and you get to the first set of doors right about here, where there's an opening on either side, and the doors are open. The alien resin covers almost every square inch as you guys move through here, and it is very dark because most of the lights are covered as well by this stuff. And you guys realize, especially you, Cashton, because you were operating the security cameras upstairs, the one security camera that was going back and forth that was covered by something, it's covered by this alien resin. And that's why you couldn't see a clear picture when you hacked into that one computer or that one camera that was in this hall.
Gotcha.
And
Oh, boy.
you guys begin to make your way through here, and as you do, you see plenty of these eggs. They're on the floor, and they are, mostly nestled in the center of each of these rooms as you make your way through there. And you see that some of them are open, some of them are still closed. And then, as you guys are making your way through, you all see the horrifying sight of human beings who are hanging from the wall, basically cocooned to the wall with this alien substance. Most of them, all you can really see are their faces, their heads. The rest of their body is pretty secure, and it looks like it'd be pretty tough for someone to try to break out on their own without some help because they can't really even move their limbs. Sometimes you might see like a boot sticking out, or maybe a hand, or a limb where it hasn't totally been covered, but it is really disturbing to see. And you do see that some of the bodies have face huggers currently on them, and their face is completely obscured by this alien creature. You guys have a chance now to see what it really looks like because you haven't actually seen this yet. The face hugger's legs are wrapped around either side of the head, and you're guessing by the length of the quote-unquote fingers, the legs, that it probably reaches almost all the way to the back of the head. And you can see that the tail of the face hugger is wrapped tightly around the neck of the person that it's attached to. And you can see the kind of like the body of the face hugger is kind of slowly pulsating, almost as if it's in tune with the person's breathing.
Ooh.
Ugh.
But there are-
Everybody also notices you occasionally feel like you see something scuttling in the darkness, but it's always kind of on the edge of your vision.
Cool. But there are some of the humans who we don't see face hugged.
Yes.
All right. I'll point to the how many do we see? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah, in the first room, there's just one. It looks like it is a woman. Let's see if I have a picture of her.
One not face hug. How many face hugged?
In this
person.
room, there's one that's face hugged, and there's one that is already been chest bursted. Yeah, the first room only has like 3 eggs in it. Because again, keep it. Most of these rooms, it looks like maybe could hold, probably like 4 to 8 people. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. Maybe 10 people. Obviously the map's not to scale here. There's 160 people, and most of them make their home down here. So I'd say probably 10 people to a room, with bunks and stuff like that. This is the woman that you see. She has, fairly short black hair, and you can tell she's got some sort of like jumpsuit or jacket on. But most of her body's covered in the resin.
Is there a way to scan to see if they're infected?
Depends. What kind of equipment do you have on you?
Oh Lord, let's take a look. See.
An android head.
I got one android head. I have electronic tools, a Siegson system diagnostic device.
What do those do? Do either of those in their description? They say anything like that?
Is that the pencil?
I think so, yeah. I think if you right-click on it, or just click on it.
Used to trouble. Oh no, that's for computer and mechanical systems. So that's not for people's.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have anything that would scan for people then.
All right.
Do we have a med? Like,
Do we have a medic?
The android is the medic.
well,
He's
shit
just ahead
on
right
a
now.
stick. My
No,
best
you're
friend.
android. You're android.
Oh, okay. Shit, I
Yeah,
forgot
my
we had an
best
android.
friend who's not here right now.
Ain't
Sure,
nobody was playing
Missing
him.
my friend.
Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of have to assume folks.
Anyone who's not face
Survival
tugged
for
is
now, yeah.
alive.
Well, I mean, people that are face tugs are also alive, right? This
True.
person
I mean,
of, yeah.
in the same room
soon
alive.
soon to be dead.
Determined they
Yeah,
can't be
they,
saved.
they have a timer.
We should probably mercy kill them, but I don't want to alert anyone if we don't have to.
We got knives.
Did you or something?
So
burst from its
we need
chest?
to get the
Right.
people who, or the person who's not face tugged downed, and
Destroy the eggs.
yeah. Where are we gonna put them? I guess we can't just have them hanging out with us, right?
There'll be one long train of people marching along.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we can do? I can call my best friend. What is his name? Jimmy Wagner to come down and land and start escorting people one by one.
Okay, you could certainly do that. He says, okay, what, like, they're like, which entrance do you want to use? The same one you guys came down?
Well, I guess where would he have to be landing?
Well, they're probably going to land at the landing pad, and then he would, make his way to the base.
Okay, yeah. Unless one of you guys wants to be the one to start escorting people.
Are there any vehicles in the garage that's by us? Is
Hmm?
that something that we could leverage?
You don't know. You haven't checked.
Okay. Why don't we save this person and then go check the garage and maybe have that be like a staging area, since it looks like there's only one entrance.
Okay.
Just two entrances, I guess. Rip.
All right. How are you getting this person down?
We
And
have
who is
knives,
getting them
right?
down? You all have knives, yes.
Okay.
It's my gift to you.
Oh, thank you. All right, boys. Garcia and Cashin, cover me while I go and try to get this person down with a knife. And Chan, if maybe you want to help me, since last time you saved my life, you're like a good luck charm.
Okay.
Sure.
Well,
Schneider will be
Dynamite.
on high alert as this uncutting is taking place.
Okay. So you two move up and you begin to take out your knives and start cutting through this stuff, and it is surprisingly tough. I mean, it's not impossible with the knives, especially. You're able to get it. You can even do it by hand, but it takes a lot of muscle power to kind of break this stuff. And it looks. I mean, it's far stronger than it looks. Some of this is very stringy in parts, but it's still very, very hard and rigid. So you start basically cracking this stuff off and pulling it apart piece by gooey piece. And as you do, the woman's eyes kind of flit open, and she
I'm
has
gonna
this
cover
look of,
her
like,
mouth.
panic. Okay. She's got this look of panic on her when she realizes that she can't move, and she's obviously her eyes are looking around in every direction, and then she kind of looks down at you.
You're like, shh, bitch, shh.
I mean, she still looks really nervous, but it seems like you have her
Uh,
attention.
Is there a skill I can use to? Does command work on military people?
Yeah, command is a general skill in the game.
Okay.
So.
Would that be, I guess, an applicable skill or manipulation? I'm not
Well,
trained in
what do you-
manipulation.
What
I
are
wanna
you
just,
trying to do?
Calm her and let her know we're getting her out of here.
I would say command, because you can use the command skill to pull somebody out of panic.
Okay.
So,
Kind of what I
not that she's suffering quote unquote a panic effect, but obviously she's freaking out. So.
Right. This is a situation anyone would be panicking in. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would like to do that.
Okay. Give me a command roll.
Commando. What I get? 1 1 and 2 6s. No, 2 black 6s and 2 yellow 6s. 4 successes.
Yes, but you also have a face hugger on your stress dice. Because you
no.
panicked.
No.
Yeah, the successes, doesn't matter which of the 2 dice you get them on, they all count as successes, so you have 4. But you do
Okay.
have a panic, so you need to make a panic roll, please.
That's just the stress button.
Yes, I believe so. Okay, drop item. So, what do you say to her? What do you do to try to get her to calm down?
Just like put my finger to my mouth in like the shushing motion, like we're
Okay.
going to get you out of here.
I like that your token has a screaming face on it now because you panicked.
Oh wait, no, that's actually super great.
That's amazing. So you do that. As you bring your hand up, your knife slips out of your hand and it just plunks, point down into the resin. But otherwise, you still pass your test. So you tell her to calm down, and she, her eyes, they're not bugging out as much, and it looks like she's, she kind of nods to you, okay.
Gucci, and then we keep breaking and cutting the weird spit resin.
You take your hand off her mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. She starts speaking very fast. She's like, "Oh my God, who are you? What are you doing here? You got to get me out."
Yep, we're Marines. We're doing that.
And Cashton, you hear? Oh, did you put Holroyd's head back in your backpack, or are you holding it?
I think at that point I had put it back in the backpack.
You hear Holroyd say, "Janice, is that you?"
Nope.
It's very muffled, though. Obviously, 'cause it's in your backpack.
I then take his head out of. I take his head out of the
Kenny.
backpack.
He says, "Oh no," he says, "Janice, what happened?" And she says, she looks and she's like, "Holroyd, is that you?" So I thought everybody was dead. Clearly the two of them know each other.
Wonderful.
So you guys continue to cut her down, and you guys get her arms loose, and then she starts to choke and gag, and she's kind of convulsing. And for Schaefer and Manny, I'm sorry, Schaefer and Chan, you guys can see she kind of jerks forward where it looks like she's sticking out her chest, but involuntarily, and you guys both hear an audible crack from in her chest, and you can see basically right in the center of her chest, basically between her breasts, just below them, you see a dark spot show up on her t-shirt.
Rip to us, boys.
Oh,
Everybody gains a point of stress as they hear and see a chest burster tear its way through Janice's chest in an explosion of bone, muscle, blood, and gore. And we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh boy.
So click on your token, or right-click on your token, and then hit the. Yeah, you guys know what to do. Okay, I gotta get us a little chest burster here. Let me find one. So many critters.
Man. Wait, is it better to be low in this game?
Low.
Oh,
Low
yeah,
is.
yeah. Oh,
Which of these? Those are swords, right?
Yeah.
There's.
I see Garcia, Schneider, and Cashton, but I don't see mine.
Schaefer's on there. You have to hit the D20 though to actually roll it. You added yourself to the encounter, the initiative track, which is the fist at the top right. Can also.
Gotcha.
Oh, there we go.
If
Yeah,
you right,
I was looking in the numbers where it was telling us rolls. I thought that's where it was.
if you right-click the fist, it'll bring a pop-out menu of the combat tracker to your screen.
Ooh, handy.
Okay, so Cashton, you are fast with a 3. Unfortunately, the chestburster has a 2 as it springs into action with a
Wouldn't its
hiss.
action be breaking out of the chest?
No, it breaking out of the chest was the start of the fight, sir. Good try, though. I'll give you,
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
mean-
you that. How the hell do I make it attack? Let's see if I remember how to do this. That's right, I can just click on it. Yes, good. Good. Alright, so here we go. Throat bite. The
Cool.
chestburster squeals a high-pitched shriek and goes for the throat. Okay, and we're gonna do a D6 here on a 4+. We're gonna say it's attacking Schaefer.
Yeah, baby.
Wait, slash roll. It's attacking Schaefer.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Now, Schaefer, because you have not acted yet, you may attempt to use your, I believe it's your fast action, to attempt to block. As long as you're holding an item of some sort that could feasibly use to block an attack, such as your knife, which you dropped, but you picked it back up to cut her loose. So, you can use that to block, and that is, let me just double check here. Block attack is a fast action. Yeah, you just have to be holding some sort of item. So, this thing makes a base attack. If the attack causes any damage, it immediately inflicts critical injury 64 and triggers an immediate panic roll. Okay, so you would make an opposed close combat attack here. For every success you get, you block one of its successes.
Okay. Can I push that? I have the push button.
Did you guys see what I rolled, or is it private?
All I saw was the 4. So if you rolled, I didn't see it.
I see you did roll a 1d6 and got a 4 on a chestburster stage 3 xenomorph.
That's its attack. I rolled. It popped. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't see anything past that.
Okay, when I click on it, it gives me another open window. So it has 2 successes.
Oh,
You have
okay.
2 successes, so you don't need to push. You block all of its attacks.
Sick.
I guess technically you should choose that before I tell you how many successes it has, but that's fine. So
I would have pushed, so
that's
Well,
fine. That's fine. We'll worry about it next time. So
okay.
it leaps out of her chest at you and just goes right for your face and throat. But you get your knife up in time and you just kind of like knock it out of the air and it hits the ground. And that's really all it's going to do on its turn. So Cashton, you're next.
Okay, so is that closer to me than the other chestburster?
There's only one chestburster. It has 2 actions.
Oh,
That's why it's on the
gotcha.
Most
okay.
aliens have 2 or 3 actions a turn.
Understood. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's beat this fucker up.
Let's rock.
Let's go for 2, boys.
Let's do this. Yeah. So
Hoorah!
I will. I'll take aim and shoot at this. Shoot at this guy.
Okay, so remember, aim gives you +2 dice. So for your modification, you can add 2.
At base.
Yes. Also hold. However, this is a small target, so it's -2 to hit. So if you aim, it'll be a wash.
Oh, okay. So just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because
let's
this
do
thing
that.
is a little smaller than the face hugger.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
All right. Ooh, you have a panic. So roll
Yeah.
your panic test first here.
Is
Oh,
that
God.
How do
A
I
lot
do
of
that?
stress. Hit the thing that says roll stress, I believe.
It's right across from your health. Top of your sheet.
Oh,
Can't you also just click the flashing red thing?
No, I thought
didn't
you
work
could.
for
no,
us
it's,
last time.
yeah, it's not letting me do that. So what? I hit stress?
Yeah, just hit because the
Okay.
words like do something. I'm not sure.
Drop item.
Hey, that's the
Oh,
one
yeah.
I got.
So you have 7 stress. That's still pretty good. You rolled a 2, so it's
Yeah.
not bad. Okay, well, unfortunately, you drop your gun. However, it's a 9 or less, so it does not override your actions. You still succeed. So you hit it twice. So the base damage of the gun is 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
and then you can add the other one to do more damage if you want.
Ooh, yeah. Hang on. Let me look at the. Is that considered close combat or ranged?
Ranged.
Okay.
So if you want to do a different stunt other than the +1 damage, you can.
No, I'll do the inflict additional damage.
Okay, so total of 3 damage on this thing. Let's see, it's armor. Actually, well, it'd be less because it's armor piercing. Doesn't matter. You strike it with all 3 damage, and it just bursts into pieces as you just shred it with your bullets. However, when you panic with a ranged attack, you run through your ammo. You burn that whole clip. So Schaefer, there's just a spray of bullets all around your feet as Cashton just holds down the trigger till it goes click. And like his gun is firing so fast and there's so much recoil, it eventually slips out of his hands and hits the ground. But the alien is dead.
Got him, boss.
That you did. Almost me too, but I'll let it slide. But I'm gonna take 50% of your pay from this job. Compensation.
And that combat is done.
Although, actually, great job saving my life there. As it almost slit my throat.
Yeah, and then Cashton sighs and goes, "It's a living."
I guess I should have just kept the initiative tracker there, but that's fine. As this happens, the egg nearby begins to open. We'll have it go on the thing's initiative. So I'm not sure who was next.
Oh, I know.
Sure.
I guess whoever wants to take their action can go. That hasn't gone already.
Chan was a 7, Schaefer was a 6, Chestburster got a 10,
That was 9.
and a
was 9.
2. Oh.
I think 5 is Schaefer. So Schaefer, you're next.
Whoever's after me.
Schaefer, you're next. You had a 5.
Did Schaefer go?
I'm not Schaefer. Schneider. Schneider.
Oh, Schneider.
Okay.
I know that guy.
Schaefer has a 6.
Well, then I guess upon seeing the egg, the egg actually popped open at this point.
Yeah, it's like you could see the top petals are opening.
Well, we saw this happen before, so yeah, I guess no hesitation. Turn my rifle towards it, pull the trigger.
Oh
so
wait,
I guess.
I forgot. Before we do that, we
Oh.
have to do acid splash for the chest burster. It's
No.
not a lot. It's only 4, but it is right next to Schaefer. So let's see if it hits him.
Uh-oh.
You did a total of 3 damage,
Yeah.
and you
Whoa.
take no hits as acid sprays everywhere. It's not a lot, but it does like spray in every direction as this thing explodes. Okay.
Probably the miracle kid.
Man, our team of Corporal Space Marines are fucking amazing boys.
Apparently.
All right, Schneider.
So I
You're
will aim and then fire at this egg that's about to pop open.
Okay, go for it.
I didn't get any modifications to that. How do I? Oh, I have to right click it. Sorry.
Be sure you add your stuff for your weapon specialist too, because we determined
Yeah.
it wasn't working. Well, let's do this because you did panic. How many? Just roll however many extra dice you need to roll. Assuming you need to roll more.
How do I just roll base dice?
Yeah. You just type it in. / roll however many d6.
Nope.
1,
Oh.
4, 1, 1. Okay. So you have 2 successes, but you have a panic. So roll the panic, please.
Roll stress.
Yes.
Keep it together. All right.
All right.
Barely.
So 2 successes. So that's going to be base damage, which is 2, and then 1 stunt, right?
Correct.
So I guess 3 damage.
Also, I think the reason it didn't do anything, Matt, is because you rolled ranged combat. You didn't roll your weapon. If you click on the weapon, it'll
Oh.
do an actual attack. You see how Cashton, when he did his, it says rolling. There you go.
Gotcha. If I click that, okay, that makes
Okay.
sense.
All right.
Alright.
So you do strike it. So you do how much damage total?
So 3.
3. Okay. Is that rifle armor piercing?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, it doesn't work. So you hit it and do 3 damage. So you kill the face hugger as it's crawling out of the egg. You probably, hit the egg a bit too. And acid splashes everywhere right near Schaefer.
Damn it.
Sorry, Schaefer.
No worries.
Oh, this time
Oh,
2 successes.
no.
You
Can I
may roll
dodge?
your. You can't dodge it, but you can roll your armor if you have any armor left.
Where's my armor?
I believe it's on the first page of your character sheet, bottom corner.
General? 6. I have 6 armor.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you took any acid damage yet. I know somebody did, so. Yeah, go ahead, roll. Okay. So you take 2 points of damage,
Cool.
and you are still burning from acid. So next turn it'll get reduced by half, and it'll keep going until either you don't take damage or it kills you. So, or it burns
Cool.
out of dice. So, so you guys see that? You remember when you take a point of damage, you also get a point of stress as well.
Oh, did that do 2 points of damage?
Yeah, you'd only take 1 though per combat, basically.
Okay, so I'll take
Yeah.
1 stress but 2 damage. Gotcha.
Correct.
Rip. He just, lets out a horrendous scream as acid eats through his skin, probably on his chiseled, handsome face.
As he screams, you guys, Cashton, you kind of look over your shoulder in the room behind you guys, and you see there's another body on the wall starting to convulse.
I would point that out, and whoever is hopefully next would want to do something about that.
Chan, you can hear in the next room down the hall, you can hear what sounds like somebody convulsing and having a seizure.
All right. That's fun stuff. I guess I will pop over there and see if I can hit another potential chest burster with a pulse rifle, as it were.
Okay, well, let's see who was next. That was Schaefer. I'm sorry, that was Schneider who had a 5. Schaefer, you're on a 6.
Cool, cool, cool.
The acid won't hit you again until next turn.
Great.
So you hear a couple other things happening in nearby rooms. What do you
Okay.
do?
I'm going to yell out, retreat to the vehicle unloading and cargo bay. Shit's fucked here. Who had grenades?
That was Chan. I've got some.
Jan, drop some grenades in the room. We'll call this done.
Just cut and run.
At least this room until we know some things are a little bit more calm.
Okay, do you move at all, Schaefer?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to leave the room.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you can move 2 zones. So
okay,
like,
so 2.
like the hallway would be a zone, and then each like section of rooms is a zone.
Okay,
So-
so then I will. Oh, where's my? Is that no? That's.
I'm not sure how you get rid of the panic icon on your thing. I'm not sure how to do that yet.
On
Perhaps-
general, there's a bunch of radio buttons that say starving, dehydrated, exhausted, freezing, and the last one is panicked, and you can uncheck that. I think
yeah.
it's supposed to be like a. Oops.
Well, I guess technically you're
Not
still.
sure.
Pa-
You have to
the,
like.
the panic stays in effect until a turn has gone by, which is like 5 to 15 minutes. Because even though you guys aren't suffering from something that's like continuing, if you take another panic test while you are panicking, then you go to the next step at the worst, unless it's something that ends immediately, which I think dropped item does just end immediately. I don't think there's anything else going on. So Oh, for those of you that dropped an item, your stress level increases by 1 as well. So Cashton and
Yeah.
Schaefer.
Schaefer. Oh, now I'm at 8.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you can do one action to move to the hallway. Do you want to go any further, Schaefer?
No, I'll go at the hallway and then can I just like hold my weapon ready in case I see anything moving and unload on it?
Sure.
Coolio.
Okay. Then that was 6. I think Chan is 7.
Yeah. Was there anything else in this room? Or there's the one person with the facehugger on them.
Yes.
And the egg that we shot and that.
Correct.
And the dead person. And that's it.
Yes.
I think. Oh.
I'm just messing around with the initiative tracker. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna back into the hallway as well and do what I can to overwatch for potential threats. Or I guess I'll go closer towards the vehicle bay. Or I'll hand off a grenade to who's still in the room? Garcia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll hand a grenade off to Garcia.
Okay.
I don't want to whip that into anywhere that an ally is still standing around.
Fair enough. Okay, Garcia had a 9. And has anybody not gone other than Garcia? I think you're last. So, Garcia, you're up.
Are we just bombing the room?
Seems like it.
Is that the plan? All right. Is there a way to close the door behind me? What kind of door is it?
No, the doors are pretty much cocooned, like shut and open. So, doesn't look like there's really a way to close them.
All right. I'm gonna leave the grenade in the like middle of the room with the eggs, and then run out.
Okay.
After
I
bullets.
assume you're setting it off.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, you do that, and you go running out the room. Where exactly are you putting it? Are you leaving it in the hall? Are you throwing it in one of the rooms that all these people are in? Are you throwing it further down the hall?
I don't know. Did somebody give me directions on where I was throwing it?
No, he just said bomb it and run.
I assume the implication
Buddy
was like blow up
Bravely
the
ran
room,
away.
blow up the room, and then regroup at the vehicle unloading cargo bay.
Just the room we're in, with the eggs.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean we can't really
Alright.
blow any of the other rooms up.
All right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in the center of the room with the where the eggs were hatching.
Okay. All right. So you set it and you kind of roll it in that direction. I will need a ranged attack roll with that. Wow. Okay. So
Ooh.
yeah, you set it off and you roll it perfectly. Then you kind of start running down the hall past Cashton, who's busy picking up his gun and probably reloading it. And then, like a second or two later, there's just this explosion of fire, and the hallway lights up as flames kind of shoot into the hallway as well, and you hear the squealing and sizzling of the alien creatures, and probably the screaming of a person as well. As just the whole room lights up in flames, and they eventually Cashton, you're able to kind of back out into the hall as well, and yeah, it just ignites that room. Cashton, as you're making your way out, you can see shapes kind of scurrying around in the darkness behind you guys.
Oh. Over here.
No, back in the mass housing, like further
Oh.
in as you look over your shoulder as you're the last one to leave.
Oh, gotcha.
And the fire kind of spreads out into the hallway a little bit, like where you guys were standing. It's not spreading really, but it's a fairly large explosive, so it does some work. It's it's meant to like contain terrible shit like this, so it's a pretty powerful blast. It's what, an intensity 12 fire, right? Chan?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah. So yeah,
Let's
it's basically 12 dice worth of damage, and it continues to get stronger and stronger until it's put out. So you can see there are other alien creatures kind of scurrying on the walls and on the ceiling, and it looks like they're not really coming for you guys. They're kind of reacting to what just happened, and it looks like they're kind of in a bit of a flurry of activity. So yeah, that kind of happens as you guys all kind of make your way out into the hallway. What do you do next?
Anything that was sleeping is awake now. They know we're here. We gotta move.
They had to have known from the gunfire and screaming.
And head to the vehicle bay.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys going to the unloading cargo or the actual vehicle bay?
Unloading cargo.
Okay, are you guys going down the hall here to where Schaefer's at? Is that the plan?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I
Or
thought too.
I might be wrong.
Okay, I just want to make sure you guys go in which direction you're going in. Okay. So you get to this area as you guys start to hustle, and there's a large door, like a double door that you guys can open. One of the doors is open, the other one is kind of cocooned, half shut, but you can easily make your way in. And this is basically a cargo area. It's basically a big warehouse. And as you guys enter it, you can see that it is filled with all sorts of construction materials that would be used on the colony. There's shelves of like pipes and things like power tools and probably not really like wood. They don't have a whole lot of wood here on the colony, but sheets of metal, the big bolts for like the bolt guns, stuff like that is in here. So you all make your way into the cargo area. There's nothing really chasing you guys. You guys can still see the glow of the fire, as you round the corner. But for now, you guys seem okay.
Is there any vehicles?
I'm sorry?
Are there any vehicles?
No,
Might
this
be in a vehicle bay.
Yeah, this looks like just a warehouse where they would keep supplies. Maybe stuff to repair vehicles or that the colony would need, but you don't see any actual vehicles in here.
Weapons?
Anybody who wants can give me an observation roll if they want to search around and see if they find anything else.
Yes.
I do.
No.
Oh, where's mine? Jack Schaefer.
And we all have stress
Wow.
rolls.
Not pass.
Rip.
Uh-oh.
Breeze. Shit.
Okay, so you guys get into this room, and everybody immediately starts looking for something like the Holy Grail might be in here to save you guys.
Way to go,
And,
boys.
and apparently, all of you just start losing your shit as every single one of you panicked. Well, yeah. Oh my god, we got like 9 and 10 stress. Holy fuck. Okay, we'll just go in order here by who rolled what. Okay, Garcia has a 10 freeze. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress and the stress of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1. That's everybody.
Okay.
Cashton,
Yeah.
you decide to seek cover. You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You're allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range. Your stress decreases by 1, but the stress of all friends increases by 1.
Sorry, everybody. I'm just so
Schneider,
scared.
you keep it together, although the stress is starting to pile on. And then Schaefer, you also freeze. So everybody's stress, including yours, goes up by another 1.
Oy, oy, oy.
I
Uh,
did pass by 3 on the actual check.
What's that, Matt?
I did pass by 3 on the actual observation check, whatever that's
Okay.
worth.
Well, anybody who got less than a 10 still passes the roll. Which was only you.
Rip.
Chan, did you panic, Chan?
No, I didn't roll. I've
Okay.
been avoiding observation rolls for this reason.
You're just standing in the middle of the room watching as your team melts down around you.
A little bit.
So yeah, you see like Garcia sweating, and he like just kind of stops. He's just staring at the the shelf he's looking at. Schaefer equally looks like he's just he's got that 1,000-yard stare in his eye, and Cashton actually like disappears into a corner and looks like he's hiding behind one of the shelves. Schneider's the only one who he looks a little perturbed, but he's still actively searching. So. Schneider, what you do find, you realize there are basically there's things down here that could act as explosives. There are like air canisters and fuel containers and some other chemicals that would be used on the base. So there is stuff like that could be used if need be. And you find an assortment of tools, like some wrenches and, maybe cutting torches and maybe some battery packs for the cutting torches. Is there anything particular you're looking for?
The explosives sound really good right now. But anything in particular? I think at this point I might try to find some stuff, maybe barricade the door leading back to the mass housing from where we are, just to try to secure it.
Okay. How many successes did you have?
3.
Do you want to use your stunts for anything?
So the stunts are is it coming for me? So I guess, can I see if there's anything coming towards us?
Okay. What else? You got 2 of them. You got 2, so you can...
And are there any more of them close by? So can I see if there's anything coming after us and how many that might be coming after us?
Okay. So you grab, we'll say maybe one of the big things of sheet metal to maybe prop up against the one open door. And as you go over there, you peek out the hallway to see. So it doesn't look like anything else is coming at you guys. Nothing seems to be pursuing you. However, to answer your second question, are there any more of them? You realize that something catches out of the corner of your eye, and you see a large shape kind of slithering its way out from the wall. None of you saw it when you came in here, and you don't think anyone else has seen it, but you turn and you see something shift, and it's almost camouflaged in the wall because these things match the color and kind of texture of the hive itself.
In the cargo room, you're saying?
Yes.
There's one in here! Eyes up!
Oh, Schneider, you will have an action before everybody else, and then we will roll initiative because you spotted this thing. And let me put it here on the map. Unfortunately, these images are not the greatest pictures. So, I mean, that's the head that you see, in the darkness.
Big one. All right.
It does look different and larger than the one you guys ambushed.
Okay, well, it's got a big head and I got a big gun, so let's point that gun at its head.
Don't fuck up.
And I will aim and I will fire.
Okay.
So modifier for aiming. I think every single roll I've had this campaign has a stress on it.
Yeah, even the one with 2 dice. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh.
So stress.
Nervous twitch. Your
We all get more
stress
stress.
and the stress of everyone else increases by 1.
But I do hit it for 5 damage with armor piercing. No, 4
Okay.
damage, because it's 2 stunts. 4 damage in armor piercing.
That's still pretty good. Okay, so armor piercing. It does not roll a single success, so it's going to take, 4 damage? Nice.
That seems decent.
Yeah, you shoot it, and, I mean, it's not close enough where the acid doesn't hit anybody, but acid does spray everywhere. and it squeals. And when Schneider hits it, all of you then kind of snap your heads to attention, and you see the spray of acid as this thing squeals in pain, and then we will start combat here. So everybody can add yourselves to the tracker. Oh, the alien's pretty slow right
Oh
now.
no.
Is that everybody?
No, I
okay, there we go.
was trying to add my guy and it wasn't working.
I was like, you can get the 1 or the 10, and there's the 10.
Ah! No. Rip.
Okay, Garcia, you are first to act. You're no longer frozen. Basically, a turn has gone by at this point, or a round, so you may act.
Okay. I guess aim and shoot.
Okay. Also, Schneider, you ran out of. You used your ammo because you rolled a panic. Holy fuck! 6 successes, but you did panic.
Wow.
Oh, that's too bad.
Roll back.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he peeks out at Canatonic. So Garcia, you bring your gun up to fire, and it would have been a glorious shot, but as you pull the trigger, you just spray bullets everywhere. Nothing hits the alien, your clip clicks dry, and you just collapse to the ground, realizing that you might very well die in this room. And you just, if this was campaign play, you'd also get a permanent mental trauma. So yeah, bullets spray everywhere, but none of them hit the alien. Schneider,
Okay.
save the day.
Well, let's go for the old double tap, right? So I will aim and fire again.
You have to spend your fast action to reload.
Oh, okay. Then I will not aim. I'll just fire.
I'm assuming. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Reload is a slow action,
Oh.
so you
okay.
wouldn't be able to shoot.
Oh, so basically my whole turn is just aiming or reloading, essentially.
But you still have a fast action. You can do it. You can also remember you can save your fast action to block if it attacks you.
Let's do that. So I guess I'll just reload and save my fast action to block.
Okay, just be sure to mark off your reloads on your weapon. And then who's next?
How do you mark off reloads? I see rounds.
That's reloads. That little column. Just change that
So
number.
so I lost one last turn. I reloaded this turn, so that's 2 reloads.
No. You had a total of 2 reloads to start with.
Yeah. So I used one because the last turn I panicked, right?
When you shot your gun.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's 1 reload to smash back
Okay.
into the gun. Cashton.
Yeah.
You see Schneider is reloading his weapon furiously,
Yeah.
but it might not be fast enough.
I will help out here.
Okay.
Now with the pulse rifle I have, it is armor piercing. So what does that add to the roll?
I'm sorry.
Or
It's
does-
what?
It's armor piercing. So what does that add? Does that add something to the roll?
No, armor piercing halves the armor of anything that it hits.
Oh, okay.
So that comes into account when I roll for the alien's armor.
Okay. So since I'm, I could aim with my fast action.
Correct.
Okay, so that would be a plus 20
Plus 2.
or plus
Wrong game.
2. Yeah.
Wrong game.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so I'll take a shot at the creature.
Okay. Oh my goodness. 10
Wow.
stress dice. That's still pretty impressive. You rolled almost 20 dice there.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did get 1 success.
Well, if you roll a 1 on your stress dice, you won't totally die, but... Yep, that's catatonic right there. So, Caston, very similar to Manning.
Oh no.
You're hiding in the corner, this thing pops out, you kind of just instinctually point the gun and fire it. Bullets spraying everywhere except on the alien. Your clip is empty, and then you also just start, like, you're huddling in the corner with your knees, like, pulled up to your chest. You're just kind of rocking back and forth, like, we're all gonna die, man.
Game over, man.
It is game over here. The creature is next. Schneider, who else is in the room? Well, he's in the corner. He's panicking. Okay, I'm gonna roll we'll do a D3 here, a D6. So a 1 or 2, it'll be Schneider. 3 or 4, it'll be Schaefer, and 5 or 6, it will be Chan. Chan, it comes running for you, perhaps realizing Schneider's reloading its gun, and it's going to attack you. Capture for the Hive. The xenomorph attacks with its venom-spiked tail, doing 1 damage. If the attack causes any damage, the Xeno pulls its punch, so only 1 point of damage is inflicted, and the paralyzing venom takes effect. So you may block, since you have not attacked yet. You can make a close combat roll. And
Yeah,
here
I'll
we go.
give that a shot.
All right.
Close combat. Nice.
Oh, Jesus!
Very
4
good.
face huggers.
Ooh.
Okay, well, you can't push a roll when you panic, so you can't re-roll that. You'll need to make a panic test, please. Okay, well, you're not catatonic yet. You scream your lungs out for 1 action. Your stress is decreased by 1, but every character who hears your scream must make an immediate panic roll. Oh, boy. Well, Manning and Cashton, you guys don't have to make panic rolls because you're already maxed out.
I mean, I can't hear anything.
This causes Schneider to freeze, though. Everybody's stress goes up by 1. You can still... and then Schaefer, you need to make a panic test as well.
No. Do I make that before my stress goes up by 1?
No, because it says every character hears your scream. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, no. You're...
Don't increase.
No, it doesn't increase stress. It's just an automatic panic roll for everybody who hears it.
Okay.
Oh, no. Schaefer gives up on life, becoming catatonic as he watches his friends scream.
Hold on. I have a story point. Can I use a story point? What does that do?
Normally, a story point is to give yourself an automatic success on a roll.
Okay. Could I instead use it to, like, AoE command my allies to stop fucking panicking?
I won't let you do that, but I will let you burn your story point so that you don't have to make this panic roll.
Okay, that would be great.
All right. Okay. Well, the thing attacks, and it causes 2 damage. So, Chan, you can roll for any armor that you may have remaining.
Well, at least I've got that. And that's at the bottom here.
You block 1, but the second one gets through. You take a point of damage, and you must now make a stamina roll. This does not worry about stress. This is just straight stamina. So.
Only one. Oh. How does that work with the pull the punch? If it causes any damage, it pulls its punch so only 1 point of damage is inflicted? Is that before armor or after armor?
It's after.
Alright, I guess that makes sense. Well, I'm down to 1. Then make a stamina roll,
Yes.
and then I will become unconscious potentially. Stamina.
The number of successes rolls, number of rounds you can stay up until you fall unconscious for 1 shift. Paralysis can be removed with a shot of adrenaline. Wow, 5 successes. Okay, well,
Wow.
you.
That.
I mean, you're kind of a scientist type character, so you can tell something is coursing through your veins. But you stay together. You're still alive. You're still standing. The creature kind of tilts its head as it's obviously confused that you're still going. And then we are on to you.
Not really, because I spent my fast action to block, and I panicked, screaming, and lost my slow action.
Oh,
So I do nothing.
You scream in its face as it hisses at you, and oh, we got a cat in the way.
Is that an intimidation roll?
Yeah.
I'm gonna outscream him.
I think it's gonna probably keep attacking. Well, it's poisoned you. Let's see. Let me see here. It's gonna try to attack somebody else. All right. On a 1 through 3, it's coming for Schneider. I gotta get this cat out of the way. 4+, it's coming for Schaefer.
No.
It's coming for Schaefer,
No!
who's catatonic and can't defend himself.
No, I used my my
Oh,
point,
that's
right?
true. I guess that makes sense why he's coming for you, right?
Yep.
You're the biggest threat. Okay.
Somehow.
Ready to kill. The xenomorph grabs its victim, its inner jaws poised to strike. Roll for an attack. If it hits, the victim is count as grabbed and needs to make a close combat roll to break loose. Unless you break free, it will use the headbite attack next turn. So it runs up to you and it basically tries to grab you. So you do you have any actions yet, or did you go this turn?
I have not gone.
Okay, you can attempt to block if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a close combat, please. Oh boy. Maybe not. Go ahead and roll the stress.
No.
Oh, jeez.
It grabs me, just pass out. Oh.
So it picks you up. It only had one success, too.
Dog, it's so upsetting.
Well, actually, you do get your armor. Your armor still could potentially block the hit.
Okay, cool. Do I have to roll my armor now, or?
Yes. Yep. It has one success.
2 successes.
You live. So
Somehow.
it comes to pick you up, and you're so panicked, you basically like pass out for a second. You take like one of those like power naps, and you like it doesn't expect you to do that, and you slip out of its grasp and just crunch to the ground.
Dog.
The alien looks very confused, but that's its turn. Schaefer, you're sitting there in a mumbling heap. We're back to Garcia, who's also mumbling. Schneider, everyone on your team except Chan is collapsed to the ground, crying and sobbing.
Well, I froze last turn, so I'll get a turn.
Oh.
So that's
Game over,
two turns
man.
now, nothing. All right.
Oh man, yeah, you got freeze, right?
Yep.
It's just slow action, so you unless you block something.
I
Yeah.
still see.
We're doing great, boys. We're doing great.
Was all going good until it didn't. I mean, you do have a fast action. I don't know if you just want to save it in case it attacks you.
I'm gonna grab that piece of sheet metal that's next to me and just kind of try to put it between me and the monster in preparation for it to pounce on me.
Okay. I'll give you extra armor for that if it tries to attack you. How's that sound?
Okay.
Kind of like you're kind of doing a page out of Schaefer's book and you're using like the riot shield sort of.
Yeah, kind of, sorta.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Doesn't require any dice. Probably a smart move. All right. Well, then next is Cashton, who's crying in the corner, which means the Stalker is going to attack. Well, again, we'll do 4+ it's Chan. It's coming for Schaefer. I'm not Schaefer. Schneider.
Oh,
it's ignoring the people who are on the ground right now.
Okay.
So capture for the hive. It strikes out with its tail. So you'll just do straight armor then here, since you used your fast action to basically take cover. So sheet metal. Let's see. That's a pretty big item. I will give you. Where's the cover here? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Cover. Doors 4, inner bulkhead is 5. I'd count this kind of like a door, like Army of 2 style.
Okay.
So I'll give you 4 extra armor dice on top of your armor for your body armor you're wearing.
1 success.
It has 3 successes.
Okay.
You take 2 points of damage, and then you must make a stamina roll.
Just the one. He's pulling punches, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. So you take 1 damage, and you must make a stamina roll. Thank you.
Stamina, where's that one at?
Stamina oddly is a skill and
Oh,
not
it's a skill. Okay.
Okay.
I passed
So-
by 3, but I got stress.
You ignore stress for this. This is simply
okay.
it's simply your body reacting. So you have two successes. Just ignore all the yellow dice totally. So
Gotcha.
you're up for 2 more rounds before you go unconscious.
Okay.
Amongst the other person who's about to go unconscious, amongst all the people who are crying in the corner. It's great. Great plan.
Basically, his
Um,
tail strikes at me through the sheet metal, like right into my chest, basically.
probably not your chest, probably like your shoulder. I mean, it's not, you know, you blocked some of the damage, so. But yeah, it hisses at you with the tail still stuck in your makeshift shield. And then Chan, you have 4 turns remaining of consciousness. What do you do?
Well,
Save the day?
ideally, can I? Is that what a story point earns me? Can I make that into a hit the alien with a gun?
Let's read the actual rules for story points here, 'cause I don't remember precisely if you have to make the roll or you can just use it preemptively. Let's see. Story points. Okay, there's nothing on this page. Not sure where the rulebook says to look there. Story points. You may spend a story point to get 1 automatic success in a dice roll. You can spend the story point after a failed roll or even after a successful roll in order to gain extra successes. So you do have to make the roll normally to do this.
Okay. That doesn't get around our main limiting factor,
Nope, it does not.
which is psychology. But I guess we will just have to hope it pans out. I guess I'm just
Now-
gonna.
You can aim, or you can save your fast action. I mean, you can do other stuff with your fast action too, but obviously those are probably the two most appropriate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do just aim and shoot. Can I? So with that, if you're aiming, you right click, and then
You
do
get 2.
base modifier 2.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes.
Oh, no way!
Hey!
Ooh.
4 successes
Baby.
on 8 stress dice. Wow. Chan, doing it like a boss. Okay, here we go. Armor piercing. Whoops. Let me redo that. It should not be rolling that many dice. Okay. So, Schneider, you're sitting there holding this thing back behind your makeshift shield. You hear the sound of bullets just strike this thing over and over. It screeches in pain, hissing. Acid goes flying everywhere. But it does collapse to the ground. And we need to do acid splash here, though. How much damage you do? You did 2, 3, 4, 5. I assume you did all the things as damage? The stunts?
For sure.
Okay. 4 acid damage to you, Schneider. Go ahead and make another armor roll.
With the
Including-
bonus from the shield.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, you take 3 more points of damage.
I'm dead.
You're not dead yet.
Okay.
You might be dead.
You are
Um,
dying.
The alien is dead. That's for sure. I'll let everybody reduce their stress after you guys kill that thing. Now, I'm gonna count the damage from the acid going towards the shield as far as the armor. So your regular armor's undamaged right now, but the sheet metal loses a point of armor. However, you are still burning. But first of all, you go down. You're broken because you're at 0 health. So we need
Is how much
to
total
roll.
damage coming towards me?
It was
3?
a total of 4, and you blocked 1.
Okay, so I'm a -1.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Once you hit 0, that's all you have to worry about.
Okay.
I need you to roll on the critical injury table, please. 42. That's could be worse. Crushed foot. For 17 days. The acid is just basically eaten through your boot. You can't run. You can only crawl. But it is not fatal, so it won't kill you. However, the acid might. Chan. Schneider is down. You see him go down, basically collapsing from the acid, and you saw the tail struck. You're not sure if it hit him. And you yourself are starting to feel woozy, and you can tell that there is something bad is going on. He is still sizzling from acid, and the 3 of your companions are all just panicking and crying in the corner. What do you do?
All right. Well, I will immediately radio the guys with the plane, kind of tell them that we'll need assistance, basically dragging the entire team out.
Okay.
I do have the CBRN kit, which has a number of like chemical agent diagnostic devices and neurotoxin inhibitors. I'm looking at the description right now.
Okay.
And I'm just like hoping that will help with the consciousness problem in some way. So
Well,
is there a way for me to
keep
work
in mind
that
you
out?
also, I believe you all each have a med kit, correct?
Personal med kit?
Yes.
And that just has
Well, it says
Yeah.
in the attack roll
adrenaline
for,
in it.
it says the paralysis can be removed with a shot of adrenaline, a medical aid roll using a med kit. So you'd have to give yourself a medical aid roll. When you use a med kit, it's +2. I believe when you give yourself medical aid, though, I think it's at a negative. Trying to fix yourself up. Let me check here. No, there are no negatives here. I think it's negatives when you're trying to heal yourself from, like when you're broken. But anyway, you can do the medical aid roll to yourself, and it's +2 when you use the med kit. However, once you use the med kit, then it's used up. You can't use it anymore.
Okay. Well, I guess really quickly, before I do anything that will involve panic dice, trying to work out from what we know of the map of like where the exits and entrances are. So like, when we came in, we didn't come in through West Storage, did we?
No, you guys came in through this door right where your tokens are. Or you guys came down this ladder right here.
Yeah, we came down through the ladder, but
Yeah.
if we wanted evac from our rookie / android buddies, it would presumably happen through this northern exit to the first floor. Or like, is that a ramp out? How does that work?
What do you, this right here?
Yeah, what's all that?
That's just a little opening where the what is that's a terminal and an intercom.
Oh, okay. That doesn't go anywhere.
No.
We need to get into the vehicle bay and then go out
Ye-
that way, or
Yeah,
return from within.
correct.
Okay.
So yeah, which way do you tell them to come through? Do they take the ladder or the vehicle entrance?
Because the ladder goes up to the top, which we cleared.
It would go here, to C1, and then they can enter through either where you guys entered in the west storage or come through this door over here.
Okay,
right by the
yeah.
ladder.
I guess we need to go that way, presumably. I don't want to involve any unexplored zones, if possible, even though, I don't know.
So I guess you have three choices. Do you have them come through this door by C1, right by the ladder? Do you have them come through the west storage lock, or do you have them come to the vehicle entrance?
I'd say if they could get to the door by C1 and then come straight down, that would be best.
All right. Well, Jen radios you back. She says, "Roger that, incoming," and you can hear her over the comm say to Wagner and the android, prepare to repel. I'll get you guys right by the door. So they are incoming. I mean, it'll take them, a few moments to get there. So if you want to go ahead and give yourself that medical aid roll.
Now let's see how that goes. Skill. We got medical aid +2.
Oh, nothing.
Wild. Okay.
I'm assuming. Well, I guess I shouldn't assume. Do you want to push the roll,
So
or do you have any story points left?
I guess I didn't actually use the story point. I just did shoot it.
You could use the story point here to give yourself an automatic success.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
story point to.
Probably a good choice. So you inject yourself with the adrenaline, and that will cure you basically of the paralysis. So you do that. Unfortunately, Schneider is going to take another round of damage from the acid. And let's see here.
Oh,
How many?
Chris, we never finished my acid, actually.
Oh, right. Oh boy. Okay, well let's see. It gets cut in half. Is it dice or damage that gets cut in half? I always forget.
Well, I think it would be the same for either, right? Because it was two damage and 2 dice.
Oh yeah,
no?
but it matters for Schneider because it
Oh.
rolled like 10 dice against him.
Oh.
Because it has a base amount, and then the extra damage you do does more, because it causes more acid to splash around.
Yikes.
That's not. Oh, here we go. A victim who suffers damage from the initial splash suffers another attack each round at the start of the round, just like for fire damage. However, the number of base dice rolled for the attack is halved at the start of each new round. If at any point the acid fails to inflict any damage, the acid has burned itself out and the effect is over. If a victim is broken by the acid splash or suffers further acid when broken, they must make a death roll every round until they either die or are saved by a medical aid roll. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so how many dice did it roll? It rolled 13.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So we'll say 6. How do I do? I guess I'll just do.
25.
Yeah, because it's adding them together, but I can,
Yeah.
I can open it to see what the results were. Schneider, you take 0 points of damage
Really?
as the acid fizzles out on the other side of your makeshift shield.
Lucky.
And eventually you hear it stop sizzling, so you do not take any damage, and your armor does not get fucked up.
Really lucky.
Chan, you probably have a turn or two before, or a round or two before they get here. Even if they're just straight out sprinting, they got to go through a couple zones. So you have a moment that you can do something else if you'd like.
Yeah, we had Schaefer was also hit by a paralyzing poison, right? Can I neutralize that as well?
Schneider was.
Schneider.
You can try, yeah. Everybody has a personal med kit on them, so you can grab his med kit and use it on him.
Seems like a good move to just steal somebody's kit to bring them back, as it were.
All right. Well, why don't you make that roll? So medical aid +2. Ooh, there's a face hugger.
Classic.
Roll that stress. Classic Chan.
Oh, more panic. Oh no, a special
Flee.
page.
No, you got flee.
Oh.
Oh, I think the reason it's saying more is because I think you rolled lower than what you were currently suffering, so it boosts it up to the next level. Yeah, because the last time you had Scream, which is an 11, and you rolled a 10.
Gotcha.
However, how long? I gotta see here if that still counts. You actually wouldn't be. You wouldn't. That Scream ends after you do it, so you're not still suffering from panic. So you would have a 10, which is freeze. You lose your next slow action. All fun and games until everybody's stress hits 10.
Big old mess.
This is definitely the highest I've ever seen stress get amongst an entire party. I've also never seen 3 players go catatonic in the same turn.
The same turn of like looking at a room, causing everything to fall apart.
Pretty bad luck on our part, boys.
Surprisingly, no one died though.
Yeah, not yet.
I thought that was total party wipe right there. I really did. Well, you guys can uncheck that you're under the effects of panic at this point. That'll go away.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess with being frozen, do I just like panic about using the med kit and then continue using the med kit, or does that require an additional roll?
When you roll a 10 or higher, that means you fail the roll. You lose your next slow action. Your stress and the stress of everyone in range increases by 1. Oh god. Well, I guess it really won't affect anyone else because everybody else is just so out of it. because 3 of your team are catatonic and Schneider is broken, so he's like semi-unconscious. So only your stress will go up by 1. But we'll say that since you lose your slow action, between your fast action and next turn, you can use the adrenaline, right? Like you're hitting him with a shot. You're not doing anything too complicated here. So we'll say that you give him the juice. So, but his med kit is used up as well.
Yeah, I should mark that.
And then we need to add. Okay, we can get rid of this combat. That's done with. And then we can add our other characters here that show up. Trevor and Jimmy to the rescue. Okay, so Chan, you do panic, but you're just giving this guy an adrenaline shot. It's nothing too complicated. We'll say that even though you do stop for a moment when you see the poison and you see all the the acid, and it's just you realize you're the only one standing right now, you do eventually give Schneider the shot so that he does not slip into the paralysis. But in doing so, you're in such a frenzy, you basically spill everything out of these 2 med kits, so you can't really use them for anything else. They're just, you're just tossing stuff left and right, trying to find the adrenaline shots, because you're in such a, panic to get to it. So all of you can remove your panic at this point on your character sheet, and then eventually you can hear the running footsteps of Wagner and Trevor. Wagner comes in through the door first. He's got his smart gun at the ready, and he looks around, and he's like, just completely shocked, and he sees the corpse of the alien on the ground, the melted acid. Schneider's foot is basically like melted to nothing. He's like trapped under this thing of sheet metal that's hissing, and Chan is standing there looking like she's about to cry. There's 2 open med kits, and everyone else is in the corner like sobbing and rocking themselves back and forth. And he's like, what the fuck happened in here? He's gonna get a point of stress for that. And Trevor comes in. Obviously, he does not suffer stress because he's an android, and he begins to tend to everybody. First to you, Schneider, because he sees that your foot is pretty banged up. So he's tending to Schneider right now, and Chan. Eventually, the rest of your squad starts to snap out of their catatonic states, and they all have just these 1,000-yard stares in their eyes. But you are all alive.
Nice.
Is there a thing we can do to like catch our breath and reduce our stress?
Yeah.
You could try to take a short break. You really need to be in a safe place to do it. You don't really think this is a very safe place, considering everything that's crawling around down here.
Okay.
Do we know anywhere that would be safe, or do we think?
I mean, at this point, you definitely would think anything that's not on this lower level. I mean, you're pretty sure that this whole lower level is probably swarming with these things. But if you got up to an upper level, or maybe somewhere like the casino or the bar, it's only really got like the 1 or 2 entrances. You maybe barricade yourselves in there.
Okay.
It's up to you, whatever you want to do, but you could certainly find a place to take a break for a moment. I suppose you could also get in the shuttle, and either just stay at the landing pad or even fly around for a little bit.
So
I don't really think things are time sensitive at this point. I mean, maybe because there's more aliens hatching, but considering the state of the squad.
yeah. Well, let's just try to get up to the next highest level, not sub-level.
Matt, you can uncheck your panic as well.
I was trying to. I wasn't working for me.
Oh.
I don't know if there's...
Sometimes if you right click it, that might work.
Oh,
Click
okay, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
work
Right click
sometimes, but not all
Yeah.
the time.
Okay.
All right, so Trevor gets in, and he is going to give you a medical aid roll to at least restore some health here. However, your foot is obviously fucked for 17 days. So it says you can't run, you can only crawl. I would say you could probably still walk because you have the use of 1 foot, but you're pretty hindered at this point, Schneider. And obviously everybody notices this, especially Schaefer, as you're taking stock of everybody. Wagner's set up by the door on Overwatch, and Trevor's starting to, tend to everybody. So you guys have a moment here while he does that. Or you can just go straight to somewhere else. I mean, do you guys stay here and let him start tending to people, or do you get the hell out of Dodge?
Well, we've got a guy with a smart gun. What do you guys want to do? I mean, we could probably let him tend to him for a little bit.
At least get him going here. Okay, well, here
Right.
comes the medical aid roll. 2 successes, so you get 2 health back.
Okay.
So you're no longer broken, but you do still have this horrible injury, and he, helps kind of sit you up against a wall and gives you some pain meds for the pain, and he wraps up the foot as best he can.
Guess machine's good for something.
And then he, he goes and checks on everybody else, one at a time. So yeah, at this point, Schneider's at least conscious, but what do you want to do?
Try to get up. I mean, it looks like it's a fairly quick jump from where we are to this ladder.
Mhm.
So, I don't know, try to get to the ladder, get up, and maybe check out the casino, like our favorable game master has kindly informed us. Looks like it only has 1 entrance. Hopefully it's not a trap.
Got a ground entrance, and then it has the sky bridge entrance. And then you can get between the floors. There's like a staircase or a ladder inside the casino. So, same thing with the bar. The bar only has 1 entrance on the ground floor. The door's fucked up, but you could probably rebarricade it if you need to. It has 2 floors, but the only entrance is the ground floor. Or you could hop back in the shuttle.
At this point, could we confirm anyone that's been captured by these aliens is probably dead meat?
Yeah, you see a lot of the previously blue and green blips have turned red.
Right. So, I mean, that would be basically like that was the last mission we were essentially tasked with, right?
Well,
Save anyone.
Your other objective is to, if there's a threat here, to deal with it.
Oh, cool. Is there any way to blow up Hadley's Hope?
Well, you guys aren't authorized to call in any sort of nuclear strike, but, from your ship. But, you don't know the extent of the rest of this hive or what it looks like or where it goes, but you could probably rig something with the stuff you found in that warehouse that you're hiding in right now.
Mm-hmm.
You guess, but between the 7 of you, especially with characters like Chan, you guys would know that there's enough here to cause a significant damage to the base. But you probably feel a little pressed for time just because all these things are probably hatching as you speak.
So we probably wouldn't have time to fashion something like that?
But you could. It's just like you've got maybe hours, to try to do something here. Like you definitely don't want to stay here, longer than this day. You want to get it done this day. There's no thought in your mind that like, oh, maybe we can
survive the night.
Exactly. Yeah, you're like, if we're gonna do something, we have to do it today, sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Do you want to rig up some explosives and blow this joint, literally and figuratively?
Yes, I do.
Samesies.
Yeah.
Anything that gets us out of here faster.
Okay, well, let's start here. Where do you go to take a rest?
Want to go to the casino or just command center? Command center was.
I mean, most of these rooms in the base only have 1 or 2 entrances, so it's very feasible that you guys could lock yourselves in there. But, you guys didn't see a whole lot of activity up on the upper floors, but you guys have definitely probably kicked the hornet's nest a little bit at this point. So, you don't know how much time you may have to rest safely.
Mhm.
You could also, like I said, hop in the shuttle and either stay at the landing pad, which is away from the base. At least you'd have a view of anything coming at you, or possibly fly around for a little bit while you come up with your next course of action.
Landing pad has
the
enough fuel to blow this place.
Ooh, a good point. Why don't we take a gander, go there, and get some safety to be all calm inside the landing pad at the ship.
Okay. So Schneider, since you can't really walk, Trevor just does a fireman's carry and puts you over his shoulders. Obviously, he's way stronger than most of you guys.
No,
And then,
Schneider refuses. He's gonna walk over to Garcia and kind of ask Garcia to give him a hand.
okay.
I
Kind
got
of
you, bud.
shoves Trevor away, like no machines.
Trevor kind of looks over to you, Schaefer, like, with a look like, what's this guy's problem?
Be like, and I'll walk over to Garcia, like, Garcia, you got my back, right?
Always.
Okay.
Kind of like put my arm around Garcia and I kind of have him assist me.
All right. It's slow going, but you guys get up there, and eventually you make your way back very quickly to the landing pad where Jen sets down the dropship, and you guys get inside. She looks to you, Schneider, to see and asks, do you want her to take off, or are you guys staying grounded?
Does she have enough fuel to like fly us around for, I don't know, an hour? Is that how long it takes to like calm down?
Basically, for every turn, which is 5 to 10 minutes, you can reduce your stress by 1.
So, I mean, 60 minutes would be 12 stress?
Do we all have the banter skill?
I don't think so. I don't have
He's
that.
got you.
Banter is only, well, I
I
shouldn't
do.
say it's one person, but banter only only works once. So if all of you had banter, you don't all get to use it. It's one person uses it, and it affects everybody once.
Once the whole game.
Like, no, each time you take a rest.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if you rest and someone uses banter, everybody that hears the banter reduces their stress by an extra point.
Okay, yeah, I do have banter, so
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean. She has enough fuel right now where you guys could probably reduce your stress by about, we'll say 4 points before she'd have to refuel.
Okay. So,
So
20 minutes.
about 20 to 40 minutes worth of fuel, we'll say.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Those are like 20 minutes, whatever. And then you guys banter back and forth, reduce everyone's stress by an additional 1.
So total, you guys will reduce your stress by 4 for the time you're resting, another 1 for the banter, and if anybody hasn't used their signature item, you could use that for an additional 1.
Okay. Is it like once per story mission or once per game?
It's once per mission. So if you
Okay.
used it last time, you can't use it this time.
I think I did, so I don't get that.
I think most of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we all thought it was a one shot.
So you guys take off. Jen starts to circle the base. Cashton, what do you say to try to get your team a little de-stressed here?
oh man, almost got scary in there for a second.
Almost.
Yeah.
It's crickets and daggers staring back at you.
Guy with literally just like bone for a
Yeah.
foot.
Is anybody missing health at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Trevor will
Yeah.
attend to you all. So, Schaefer, you get 1 health back.
Nice.
Who's next?
I'm missing 1 health. Schneider is.
All right, you're good. Next.
Jan?
Sorry,
Awesome.
Chan. Your injuries are too
Uh,
great.
I think I
I'll
have
stay at
some.
my 1 health.
What should my health be at?
Your max health is equal to your strength value.
Okay, so I'm down 2.
Okay, you gain one. My God, these are terrible rolls. You gain 1 back, and then anyone else? Okay. If anybody wants to do medical aid themselves with a med kit, they can try to heal up Chan because she's still hurt.
I mean, I don't know if I have that skill. I
Because
don't.
my character. So
It,
sorry.
it doesn't matter if you have the skill. You can always attempt it, and if you
Okay.
use the med kit, you get +2 dice.
Okay. I will attempt.
All right. And then once you use it, the med kit's done for.
Okay. It's not rolling anything when I'm clicking the med kit.
No, when you right-click the medical aid skill and then add 2 dice to it.
Ah. 1 stress, 1 success.
Okay, roll your stress.
No.
Oh my
Freeze.
god.
Oh God. All right. Well, you fail. You fail and you burn the med kit. You're too stressed out about it.
Super cool.
However, hold on here. Why won't this work? I'm trying to look at an item that Trevor has to see what it is, and it's being stupid. Come on, game, work with me here. Yeah, something just glitched. Oh wait, there it is. No wonder it's like, okay. Oh, okay. I totally did not realize this. Okay, so you guys get back on the ship, right? And before Trevor treats anybody, he's kind of talking to you, Schaefer. Jen is kind of, somewhat joking, but also looks a little nervous when she sees Schneider's foot. And she's like, holy shit, what happened to you, man? But Trevor comes over to you, Schaefer, and he says, Lance Corporal, I don't often recommend these sorts of things, but considering the state of the mission, it might be best. And you see that he pulls out a small little pouch in one of his many, many containers he has, and he opens up like a little case, and it has some pills in that. And you know that these are what are called nap relief pills. He's got 5 of them. And what these things do is they will automatically reduce your stress to 0.
Ooh.
But you know that they can be highly addictive, and you're never really supposed to take more than 1 at a time, because if you do, you can get yourself pretty fucked up. And you would probably know, because you probably had a mission or 2 with Trevor, that, he usually uses that as like a last resort, because he doesn't want people to get addicted and then, end up getting discharged.
Gotcha. Understood. I will definitely recommend taking it for everyone.
Okay, so anybody who wants can take a nap relief pill and reduce your stress to 0.
All right, boys, way to go. I mean, I'm definitely taking it.
And Matt, since Schneider has a pretty terrible injury at this point, if you would like to swap to one of the other 2 characters, you may.
Oh.
Because I mean, even though you're not dead and you're still at full health and everything, I mean, the fact that your character really can't move without assistance.
Yeah.
I guess it would really be up to Schaefer, but I don't think they would let you go back into the field.
Yeah, that makes sense. It very much goes against his personal agenda, but that makes sense.
Well, you can't complete your personal agenda if you're dead either, so
That's true. Sure, I'll swap characters. That's fine.
Okay. Do you want to be the android or do you want to be the smart gunner?
The smart gunner.
Makes
All
sense.
right, Jimmy Wagner activated. Let me give you his character sheet here. Hold on. How do I do this? Permissions. There we go. All right, Matt, you should now have access to him.
I do. All right.
And he'll be at 0 stress now because he's bantering with you guys as well, so he's ready to go. So you swap 1 damage dealer for the other damage dealer.
Nice.
Okay, we'll put Schneider in the corner here. Trevor in the corner. Guess we'll put you guys over on the landing pad because that's technically where you're at. Okay. Schaefer, you can remove your panic, and so then your healing roll would have healed Chan by 1 more point.
Nice.
All right.
So if anybody has medkits left, now's probably the time to use them. If anybody's still injured, that is.
I do.
I'm still
still-
injured by 1 as well.
Yes. Same here.
How many medkits are left?
I have
I
one.
think we've used 3.
Wagner and Garcia?
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
got the most? Who's hurt the most?
I think we're
Oh,
both equally hurt.
Okay, I'll do 1 to each. If you want, I can have Trevor do the roll since he has the most dice.
That would be
Okay.
fantastic.
He's not doing very great right now, despite how hard I stacked him. But here, well, do you want him to use the medkits?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chan, even with the medkit, you get 1 back.
One's all I needed, I think.
He's like, I apologize, Corporal. Your injuries are unlike anything I've dealt with. And then who else? Schaefer?
Yep.
1 more.
Nice.
That's enough.
Does that put everybody back to full?
I think
I'm
I am,
still
yeah.
down 1.
Oh, rip.
Okay.
Is this your
Uh,
strength? Excuse me. Strength is your HP
yes.
max? Yeah. It's all good then.
Okay, so the group is almost back to full. No stress. How's ammo looking for everybody? 'Cause I know we had quite a few panics there.
I've not even shot my gun yet.
Oh yeah,
jeez.
I will be down to my last clip.
All right.
Yeah, I got
Thank
0 reloads after my last panic.
Well, Cashton, Trevor will give you 1 of his clips, so you have another one. He says, I think you'll need this more than I will if you're going back down there.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Well, I think it's do or die time at this point.
Yeah,
What's
boys.
the plan?
Me and Coach, I'm ready to go.
Well, what is the plan? Check the landing pad to see if it has any useful explosives or anything we can use to blow up.
Remember, it has the big old fuel tank where they refuel the jets, and Garcia checked at the very beginning; it was still had fuel in it. So,
Great.
I mean, Jen will use a little bit to refuel to make sure you guys have enough to get back to the main ship, but there'd still be some left over to use. You know, probably at least half to a quarter of the tank would still be usable.
Cool. Where's that robot head that we snagged? Let's ask it if it knows of any good places on the Hadley's Hope that we should try to blow up to do the most damage to these creatures.
Well, he definitely recommends somewhere in the sub-level. If you do enough structural damage, you could potentially collapse something. He says depending how many devices you create, you'd probably be better off splitting them and setting them up throughout the sub-level rather than just one large device. He's like, I don't think even if we were somehow able to get it all cobbled together and put it all in one place, I don't think it would do enough. I think you'd be better off hitting key points, which he can point out for you.
Okay. Works for me.
So you can get fuel from the landing pad canister, perhaps load up a few cans. We'll assume there's stuff there you can use to do that, and then you can get stuff from down in the loading the cargo bay. Basically, what he recommends is putting at least 1 or 2 of these devices in each of the rooms in the lower level, of which there's 5. So the housing, the cargo bay, the vehicle bay, the maintenance offices, and the maintenance bay. Obviously, he says prioritizing the mass housing, since you know that's where a bunch of the eggs and stuff are. Obviously, you don't know what's in the other 3 areas, but that's what he suggests.
So he said mass housing, the maintenance bay, and
The vehicle bay, the cargo, and the maintenance offices, like this section of rooms right here.
Okay. So boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like these areas.
So let's do this. Anybody that wants to help make these devices. You'll need to make at least 5 of them. I'll need heavy machinery rolls to make this happen, or Comtech, I guess. So if people want to mix it up here.
I can try contact.
Yeah, Jimmy can give that a shot. He's,
I'm not
Can I
good at
use my
either of
electronic
those.
tools.
Yeah, you could.
Jimmy succeeds by 1.
Okay.
Got 1 on Garcia.
All right. So you two each have created something. Anybody else want to help?
All right, that's not working. I'll just do Comtech.
You right click on the skill, Kyle, and then you add whatever the bonus is from the tools.
Oh, okay.
You add it as a modifier. Okay, Chan.
Oh, it doesn't help at all anyway.
Chan, you put something together there.
I have 1 in heavy machinery, and it says strength. Would I add my strength to that?
It'll add the strength when you make the roll. It'll always add the attribute.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Look
I
at
have
that.
2 successes.
Okay, so pretty much everybody puts their brains together here, and each of you puts something together. Some of them are more elaborate or high tech than the others, but regardless, you each have basically created one of these explosives, especially with Holroyd's help and his kind of guidance. You feel like you have what you'll need in order to get this done. Do you want to make any more, or are you going to just stick with 5?
Never hurts to add more, right?
Okay. How many more do you want to make?
I don't know.
I would say this first round probably takes you guys probably about a half an hour, and most of this is going to be done down in the loading bay, where the cargo bay, because that's where all the materials are.
Gotcha.
So you guys get whatever you can from the fuel depot at the landing bay, landing pad. Then you guys make your way back down the ladder and get around that corner into the cargo bay. So
Okay.
you guys are down here for about maybe 20-25 minutes as you're hooking all these explosives up.
Maybe 1 or 2 more. I'll try.
Okay. Anybody who wants to, go ahead. Jimmy, do you want to push?
Yeah, Jimmy wants to push. He wants to show everyone he knows what he's doing. He ain't no chump.
Oh, look
yeah.
at that! It worked. Your stress focuses you.
King.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Jimmy's giving 110%, sir.
Still hate you, boy, but do your work.
Okay, so I'm going to assume anybody who made one of these things is probably carrying it as well. So just mark that off on your inventory if you have 1 or 2 of these. Obviously, you guys can set 1 or 2 up in this room. So if maybe somebody's carrying 2, maybe drop one of them in here, and then go from there. So, yeah, just tell me how you guys want to approach this. Not everybody at once.
Yeah, so do you guys want to just do a circle, go from vehicle unloading to vehicle bay to the maintenance, and then circle around and try to sprint to the stairs and not get fucked up? Or we all want to, in a horror movie, split up, go our separate ways?
Oh, yeah.
Well, obviously not that, but it might be easiest to, because we can use the quick pickup, and or should we be exiting via the landing pad, and therefore be able to leave via, say, west storage lock so that we can kick into the launch pad?
Well, I'll make this real simple for you. Jen does not have enough fuel to keep flying around at this point, so she has to stay grounded if you guys want to get back to your main ship. So
yeah,
you got to get back to the landing pad at some point.
so that's where we want to end. So probably we want to if we start at vehicle unloading and cargo, and then take the ladder that we've been using this whole time back up to C block that lets us out of a west storage lock, and that's the quickest exit. Is that correct?
Yes. Correct.
So, question, can we attach some of the bombs to the pups and have them fly and just Like
No, the pups are like the size of a softball. They're not very big,
Rip.
so they don't. And they use like anti-grav technology is pretty rare in Alien. It's like super high tech. And you know that like those things, since they're 50 grand a pop, like
Oh, okay.
you know that if you intentionally destroyed them, Command would not be happy about that.
Rip.
Also,
Okay.
they technically are like part of Garcia's kit. I don't know if he would even let you do that. So,
No,
uh,
I'm not paying. These
Um,
aren't coming out of my check.
yeah, because you guys would get docked for that definitely from your own pay. So, yeah, you probably wouldn't do that.
Well, never mind then. Never mind.
Okay, so where are you starting? Which room first, and who's dropping off a bomb? And how many bombs are you dropping off in that room?
Yeah. I
You're in
guess
charge,
I will.
Schaefer. I'll have you pick.
Okay, I'll drop one of my bombs in the vehicle unloading cargo.
Okay. Does anyone
Uh,
else put one in there? Okay. And then where to next?
Vehicle bay.
So you guys get to the vehicle bay. The door is locked, so you'll need to bypass the door here. Need a Comtech roll to get it open.
Cashin, this is your jam, isn't it?
Kyle.
I think Cashin's dead.
Kyle. No.
Sorry,
Oh no.
the mic was off.
Been there. Been there.
Okay, how many bombs are we supposed to have total? Because I had two successes.
It doesn't matter how many successes. You just get one for doing it successfully.
Oh, okay.
Did you do it a
Even
second
if-
time? Or
Yeah, I did it a second time, so I have two.
You have 2 bombs. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, they need you to open this door into the vehicle bay.
Oh,
Need a
well,
need a
yeah.
Comtech roll.
That's. Oh, I can't do that automatically still.
That was for the doors in the command center. It wasn't for every door down
Oh,
here is a little
okay.
different. So, okay, but you do get it open. So you've got the vehicle bay door open. So in here, it's basically a garage, and part of the cocoon is in here. It looks like this whole room hasn't been cocooned as much with the rest of the alien goo. There's a little bit in here. It's about like basically the right-hand side of the room, and you can see that the door that leads out, the southern door, is like this big kind of garage door that raises up. That is completely cocooned over, and you can barely see the door itself. In here, there is room for 4 of the big old tractors that the colonists would use. However, there are only 2 of the tractors in here. It looks like one was probably undergoing repairs of some sort. And this is, I'm going to show you guys a picture here. This is what the tractor looks like. They're huge.
Oh.
Like you have to climb like a ladder to get up into the cabs. So there's 2 of them in here. The other 2 spaces are empty.
Okay. Okay. And
Go ahead.
do those have, I assume, large fuel tanks?
Yes, they do.
Might want to attach one of the bombs to one of those bad boys.
Okay. Yeah. Who wants to put that down here?
I'll drop my second bomb here.
Okay. And let me just get so many folders. Okay, let's see here. I need to do a secret roll over here.
No.
Grab some dice. Okay. And there are 5 of you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that question.
Oh boy.
That's never a
There
good
was 5
question.
plus.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's fair.
There's
Now
like
there's
5
only
face
3.
huggers. They just. Twit.
Not quite. Hold on, I gotta get my list of stuff here. I rolled a 4. Okay. Cashton,
Yeah.
in everyone's excitement to hack the door and strap an explosive to a big fuel tank, you failed to notice a creature hiding in this room.
Oh.
And All of you, kind of with a little bit of terror, see this thing kind of unfurl its tail and lower itself from the ceiling. None of you saw it there in the dark, and with a loud thud, it lands basically next to Cashton, and it strikes out. And so, let's do this. So this one's got a little bit of a better picture. I can at least show you guys. Looks very similar to a lot of the other ones you've seen. Its head does not have the ridges on it, though. It's a very smooth face, but it lands behind you and lets out a hiss, and then it strikes.
Fuck.
With Die for the Queen, the xenomorph, desperate to protect its hive and queen, leaps towards an enemy, eviscerating itself as it does so. Acid blood showers everywhere. All targets within short range of the Xeno suffer an immediate acid splash, and then it dies squealing. So I guess this dude's like a suicide bomber and just jumps out, and it's short range, which means it's going to hit everybody in the room, including some of the trackers.
No!
You guys see this thing lands next to him, and as Cashton turns in horror to see this thing lurking over him, it just like rakes its claws across its chest and like rips its body apart. Acid goes everywhere, especially on Cashton. Everyone is going to take 2 points of acid damage, so please roll your armor.
Ooh.
And so Wagner, you're taking 2 points of damage. Okay.
Where did we land on how the bad poncho?
Your poncho already soaked damage for you. It's
Oh,
destroyed
was
at
that
this
earlier?
point. Yeah.
That must have happened. Alright. We'll just roll this.
Cashton got 3.
Okay. So, Wagner, you take 2 points of damage. Schaefer, you take 1. Chan, you take 1.
Oh shit, didn't mean to roll wits.
The two of you, Schaefer and Chan, your armor gets reduced by 1 now because it's soaked acid damage. Cashton, you don't take any damage, but your armor gets reduced by 2. And Manny, you don't soak any, so you take 2 damage.
How do I lower my armor?
I believe on your inventory, I think you can change it. Let me check here.
Yes. Wait. Maybe.
Yeah, if you edit the battle dress or the M3 personnel or whatever has that
Oh, okay.
number in the armor
There we go.
column.
There you go.
Gotcha. Nicey.
Okay.
Fantastic.
However, everybody except for Cashton is still suffering acid damage. So you guys will take another roll. This time it's only 6 dice instead of 12. And no one else takes any damage as the acid fizzles away. But you have planted one of your explosive devices and slain an alien in the process.
Oh,
We
an
didn't
alien
even
was
slay
killed.
it.
Don't say we slayed it. Yeah.
I can't claim anything from that, right? It
No,
literally
no.
killed itself.
It did. It just, it hit the explosive vest and just. What's the world coming to when the aliens have turned to terrorism?
The Taliban have hired some new insurgents, I see.
It's a terrifying universe. Okay, what's next?
So we planted one in here, right?
Yes.
We planted one in the vehicle cargo. So you said the maintenance offices?
Correct.
I guess let's go to the maintenance offices and be more aware of ceilings nowadays.
Are you guys sneaking around or just tromping through?
Let's sneak.
Okay, Garcia, you probably are the highest stealth at this point because Schneider's gone, so give me another mobility test, please, for the group.
Oop.
Okay, well that's good. 2 successes. You guys start to creep through. Which path are you taking, Garcia? I guess we can move you guys back down to the lower level here.
We need to make it to maintenance offices.
Are you just going to take the southern hallway or the northern hallway? out of the vehicle bay.
Where does this hallway go?
That goes to the big atmospheric processor that you guys saw in the image at the very start of the last session. That goes for a long ways.
Okay. We'll take the southern passage.
Okay. And then just give me marching order, just in case. We'll put Garcia here. And then just go to the left, marching order, please. Okay. So, Garcia, you make your way around the corner, leading the group, and you see that there is this big crossroads of these hallways. You head south, and you can see that on your left-hand side there's 3 offices, and on the right-hand side there is a larger room. And at the end of the hall, you can see that the pathway that leads to the atmospheric processor, there is a massive barricade that has been hastily erected with all sorts of scrap metal and supplies, basically right past this little hallway here that leads to the ladder. Basically right at the end of where the map ends, it looks like a barricade has been set up. And you also see, it looks like there's actually a sentry gun on the ground. It looks like it's been knocked over and it's currently not active.
Oh.
Okay, I'll relay the information.
I'm sorry, say it again?
I'll relay the information to the team.
Okay.
Maybe there are survivors there.
Do we want to head that way, or do we want to continue our mission?
Well, if there are survivors, they do take priority, so we should check that out carefully.
Okay, I will head that direction.
Gucci.
All right. Well, you guys make your way down the hall, and there is you eventually get to where this scrap is at, and even though the barricade looks like it's been kind of thrown together, it does look substantial. It doesn't look like anything has gotten through, and it looks like it would probably take a while to disassemble. And then at the floor, at your feet, you can see there's the sentry gun that's been overturned. Basically, it's a little automated machine gun that you can set up kind of like on a tripod, and it, you guys normally use them to like guard areas, so that you don't have to have an actual human on guard.
Nice.
And I yell down past the barricade, hello.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah,
down
you
there?
do. I mean, you can tell that the hive kind of ends here. It doesn't go past the barricade. It just kind of comes up to this area. But you can hear your voice echo down the tunnel, and you don't hear anything. Even though the map doesn't show it, you guys do have schematics of the base. You guys know this tunnel goes on for quite a ways because the atmospheric processor is a good ways away from the actual base itself. So, and I mean, you shine your light through whatever holes you can on the barricade, and it's such a long tunnel you can't see the end of it.
Is this an area we could scout with the little hoverbots?
Yeah.
While we continue our actual mission?
Yeah, the pups could fit through there.
Alright, was that a Comtech again?
Yeah, I assume you guys probably turned them off at this point after all the shit that went down, so another Comtech roll here. Oh man, Garcia finally got it. All right.
Figuring
So
these things out.
are you sending them both or just one?
Both.
Okay, so they both go zooming down the hall, find their way through an opening, and they begin to map out this really long tunnel that leads to the processor. And that's the actual device that helps terraform the atmosphere to make it breathable. And even though Hadley's Hope does have a breathable atmosphere, you guys want it, they want to get it better, so they're still using it. But it's a very, very, takes years and years to do.
Is the processing plant dangerous in any way, or?
I'm sorry, what?
Is the processing plant dangerous in any way? Or is it just far away just because?
I mean, it is like a nuclear reactor. But I mean, if it melted down, it's like Chernobyl. The colony's way too close, so it would still get fucked up. But you know, if there was like a small radiation leak, you know, that's probably another reason it might be a ways away. But if it had like an actual meltdown or if it exploded, the colony would go with it.
Interesting.
As this is happening, Cashton, I'm so sorry. I rolled another 4.
Oh no.
Another critter. Sneaks out of
Goodness.
one of the, as you guys are passing one of these offices or doorways, something strikes out at you. This one looks, is this similar to what you, that's the same picture. Same picture over and over. It's not cool. Well, regardless, this one is going to attack you as well.
Oh dear.
Deadly grab. The beast launches through the air, grabbing its victim. If it hits, it immediately drags them into a neighboring zone, dumping them on the floor. The victim is then prone and drops all handheld items and must make an immediate panic test. Okay.
Ooh.
Everybody's stress is going to go up by 1. This is a new type of alien you haven't seen, as far as how it looks.
Right.
And again, you've been ambushed. You guys probably should have taken a stress in the previous room, too, if you didn't already, from getting ambushed like that. Especially after the suicide bomber. That's definitely stress-inducing. So, Cashton, give me an observation roll to see if you spot this thing before it hits you. I'll give you a chance to block. You got to beat its mobility roll, basically. And you panic. Okay. Roll me your panic, please. Nervous twitch. Everybody's stress goes up by 1. Nicely done.
Oh boy.
And here we go again.
You're welcome.
You do not notice this thing as like just it tackles you, like it jumps through the doorway and tries to tackle you, and you are going to take 2 points of damage. You can roll your armor if you have any left at this point.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay, you block 1, but you take a point of damage, and it. Let me put it on the board here. So you guys are basically in the hallway like this. Just line everybody up. So it bursts out of one of these office rooms, and it tackles you to the ground, and it starts dragging you. Drags you 1 zone, right? Into a neighboring zone.
Oh no,
Okay.
guys, please no.
So it drags you this way towards the maintenance bay.
Oh,
And you're going with it. All right,
I
that's
don't want to
changed.
go there. No.
All of you are kind of shocked as this thing just like tackles him, and then it's like grabs him by the collar and goes running around the corner and drags him into the next area. And now we're gonna need to roll initiative here.
Oh dear.
Draw initiative, I guess.
Oh. Roll in them big numbers.
Okay. So Cashton, luckily you get to go first here.
That's right.
As
Fell
this
out
thing
of there.
drags you into the maintenance bay. So, you know from the diagram and the schematics, the maintenance bay is basically a big kind of, I don't want to say like an auto shop, but kind of, because they could technically fit one of the vehicles down this larger hallway. So they could bring it to do like serious repairs, things like that. So it's kind of like a big like car garage, you know. You can see it's broken into kind of a couple different rooms. However, when you get dragged in here, some of the resin changes a little bit. It's much more rigid, and it's far, far more humid in this room, if that could even happen.
Oh.
And as you're dragged in here, you notice that all along the floor, there are several more eggs. And you see that, and that alone is enough to really make you worried. But then this thing, it basically drops you on the floor and kind of like walks back a little bit. Like it doesn't attack you anymore, just kind of hisses. And then you take a second to take stock of where you're at, and you can hear very heavy breathing.
No. Oh.
And you look up, and you notice on the ceiling there is a large creature. And at first you think it's maybe part of the hive, and then you realize it's one of these things. It is huge compared to the other ones you've seen. It is suspended from the ceiling by what looks like part of this hive resin and like these weird pipe things that kind of come off these creatures' backs and stick out. Its head is almost the size of one of these other aliens, massively ridged, and comes to like a crowning point at the back. Behind this thing, you can see it looks like it has this massive tail, but rather than the segmented spiked tail that you've seen these other ones have, it's this large, bulbous, translucent, somewhat slug-like looking tail end. And with a disgusting slither of slime and goo, you see that the end of this thing spits out an egg and deposits it on the floor. You find yourself staring at what we all know to be an alien queen.
Fuck.
Fuck.
That's pretty good right there. That's got everything in there. You also, you can see like there's more eggs kind of being moved through this weird abdomen tail thing that it has attached to it. And it lets out a loud hiss in your direction.
Oh. Not cool. Shit.
It is your turn, though.
Okay, so
you will definitely gain a point of stress when you see the queen.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me get on that.
Put this guy here.
So-
here.
What counts as a fast action?
I think, hey, Kat, I think you guys have that in your thingy.
Oh, yeah.
And the-
Let's see.
The journal entries.
Yeah. Oh, Valdemar's got to be part of the podcast. You know how it is. What's up, kitty? That's right. Everybody's gonna die.
Wow, rude.
So the xenomorph that dropped me off, he's like a little bit away from me.
Yeah, you're not considered engaged in combat, so if you ran, it wouldn't get an attack of opportunity. It's kind of backed off.
Oh, interesting.
You feel like it brought you here to either present or give to the queen, or perhaps because there's eggs everywhere.
That's also true. I would. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna try running out.
Okay. Well, you can move 2 zones. So the hallway is 1 zone, and then if you want to go somewhere else, basically each fast action you run lets you move 1 zone.
Okay.
So you can move 2 zones if you want, or you can move
So I
and then
can-
do a slow action.
So I can meet back up with the group.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna meet back up, and the whole time I'm gonna be screaming, "The biggest one! It's the biggest one, and it's in there."
Well,
And,
Cashton comes screaming around the corner. And that is going to lead us to the alien's turn. The alien that dropped you off, you can hear it hiss, and its head kind of follows you as you dart out the room, and it comes chasing after you.
Oh shit!
Schaefer, you see this thing. Basically, you're standing in the hallway there at the T intersection, Schaefer. You see Cashton run from your right to your left past you like, it's the biggest one! We're all gonna die! And then you can hear the running thud as this alien is on all fours and goes darting down the hallway like a black missile just right after him. It's definitely going for you, Cashton.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Ooh, play with its prey. The Xeno attacks but not to kill. The target is knocked to the ground and drops all handheld items, but otherwise takes no damage.
Oh, dick.
The xenomorph then stands over them, taunting its prey to run so the game can go on. The victim gains 1 stress and must make an immediate panic roll. That's pretty fitting. Okay, you were already suffering nervous twitch before, so that's going to get bumped up to whatever an 8 is, which is tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer -2 until your panic ends.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know why it didn't... Because you're still panicking. I don't know why it didn't go up by 1. That's weird. Right? Because you rolled a 7 before, yeah. So, yeah, it chases you down and basically just tackles you and then kind of jumps past you, lands in front of you the direction you were running. So now it's over on this side of you, and it's down on all 4s, and then it stands up to its full height and hisses, and you're terrified. Unfortunately, the alien has back-to-back activations, so it goes next again.
Oh.
And it tries to capture you for the hive. And unfortunately, you are not holding any weapons. It's knocked all your items down because of its previous attack, so you cannot block this.
Okay.
It does 2 damage. Roll your armor.
Oh.
Okay, you take 1 more point of damage, and I need you to make a stamina roll.
Where is that? Is that in skill?
It's a skill. Yep.
Ah.
Okay, you are conscious for 1 more round until the paralysis sets in. So it strikes out with its tail, and it pierces through part of your armor, like right in the side, like kind of like your gut side area. And when it pulls the tail out, you can see there's something dripping off the end, and it's not blood. And it burns. It burns. And then we are on to Chan. Oh, all of you also, when the aliens go, because I'm not going to have every single alien creature have a separate initiative. They'll go at the same time. You hear a large roar echo throughout the subchamber, coming from the room that Cashin was just in. Chan, you're up.
That sounds fun. Well, let's first deal with the devil we know, which is the stalker harassing Cashton over here. So can I take a quick move to get into the hallway and then shoot at it?
Yeah, so it would be your fast action to move into the zone so you have line of sight, and then you can do your slow action to open fire. So you can't aim, but you can still do your shots here.
Sounds good. I'm gonna give that a go. Great. Alright.
Yep.
Well, that's just a panic and nothing else.
Oh boy.
Tremble. You start to tremble. Everything gets -2 until that stops.
Okay, so then yeah, when the two of
Oh,
you and Cashton, when you guys make any sort of agility roll, which is ranged attack, unfortunately, you'll have a -2 modifier.
Fun.
Also, you burn through your ammo, and your clip is empty. And Chan, you'll gain a point of stress at this point because you'll see the queen, in the other hallway. So, I mean, I guess everyone's gonna get the point of stress because they heard the queen. So just everybody take that stress now.
No,
Don't worry
stop.
about it piecemeal.
Did we all get another stress?
If you didn't already get stress from the queen, then yes, you take a point of stress when it roars. Ashton, you already took one, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Garcia, you're next.
Guess aim and shoot.
You can't see it from where you are. You'd have
Oh,
to
I can.
move. Yeah, because they're in the other hallway. They passed you guys. So.
Okay, so then I'm gonna guess run after them.
So yeah, fast action to move and slow action to fire. And then yeah, when you get in that hallway, because again, that hallway is wide enough for one of the tractors, so it's pretty big. Probably almost all of you could stand side by side. You can see in the maintenance bay, the queen in the distance and the egg chamber.
I guess I'm gonna shoot the one that's attacking cashed in.
Okay. Go for it. 9 dice and no successes. Would you like to push?
No.
Oh wait, Manny, you rolled ranged combat, you didn't roll your gun.
Oh.
Make sure you roll your gun, because the gun has it has 1 extra dice, so you can roll 1 extra bonus dice. Right?
Okay.
It's 1 bonus on the rifle, I think. 1 bonus, 2 damage.
It doesn't say.
The pulse rifle says 1 bonus, if that's what you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, you have to go into the specific notes for that info.
Okay, so no hits. Do you want to push?
No.
Okay. So you miss, but you still have ammo. Schaefer.
Yeah. So can I turn the intersection and look towards Cashton?
Oh yeah.
All right.
You see he's been knocked to the ground and the alien is standing over him.
Okay. I will Cashton, cover your face, and I'm gonna try to aim with my Armat M430 or
Okay,
41A pulse rifle.
You can aim because you were kind of right at the end of the hall there, so you can just kind of take 1 step forward and look around the corner. So I'll let you have the aim bonus.
Oh, sick.
And there's a facehugger. Otherwise, man, 5 successes, but is it enough? Roll me the panic. Show me potato salad.
Together, keep it together, keep it together.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you do hit it. I assume you're just gonna dump that all in damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Damn. All right, let's do armor first. It blocks 1, so it takes 5 damage.
Is it armor piercing?
Yes. So
Neat.
it halves its armor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it blocked 1, and then it's gonna do acid splash.
Sorry, bud.
So that was what, 6 damage? So it takes 5. Oh my.
Jack Schaefer gets to join the
Wow.
panic crew out here in this hallway where everybody has panic. Or not panic, tremble.
Yep, that is. So you go through your clip too, Schaefer. It clicks as you empty
Rip.
it. Luckily though, only 1 with look at that, 13 dice, only 1 acid damage to Cashton. Cashton, roll me armor. You take another point of damage, and you are still burning.
Okay, so another point of damage. I'm at 0 health then.
Oh, roll me a critical
Where's
injury. That's a great question.
that? Oh, I see it. Roll crit.
Yep. Oh my God, the crushed foot again.
Oh.
Schneider from the
So its dead body fell on my foot.
From the drop ship, you can hear a scream very similar to yours, and you can feel another foot in the force get crushed.
Feel the phantom pain in your own foot.
That was a good day for feet.
So yeah, you try to basically scuttle back on your butt, Cashton, away from this thing, and the acid basically dumps all on your foot and eats right through your boot.
No, my foot.
And then we are on to Wagner.
Can I see the queen from where Wagner's at, or have to move?
No, because you guys were down here by the offices, so you have to at least, like, imagine this is a zone right here,
Okay.
and then imagine this is a zone right here, like this big hallway.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Wagner's going to round the corner to see the queen, and line up the smart gun and go full auto on it.
Okay, you're going for the queen?
Yeah, going for the queen.
Okay, so the queen is a large target, which means you get +2 dice to hit it.
Yes.
Okay. So +2 more for going full auto.
Oh my God, look at all this.
It's a lot of dice with a lot of
Wow.
successes.
14 dice. Do you want to push?
No.
I do, but no.
Bullets everywhere. You do score 2 hits, so what is the total damage there?
So that's going to then be 4 damage, and does this thing have armor piercing? It does.
Yeah, it's got to have armor
pierce.
piercing. It's so
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yeah, base damage 3. It's pretty good.
Well, is there another alien in short range of the queen?
Not that you see.
Okay.
Oh.
Then yeah, she'll take 4 damage then.
Okay. All right. Well, luckily there's no one to get acid splashed for once, so that's good. Whoops, hold on, I gotta do armor piercing, my bad. It blocks 1 damage, so she's going to take 2 damage. No, 3 damage. Yeah, it's total 4. She blocked 1. She takes 3 damage. Okay. Well, you hit her, and, a bunch of the bullets bounce off the ridge of her crown, but a couple hit part of the body, egg layer behind her. I don't know what the hell it's called, but you strike that, and there's acid splashing everywhere, and she shrieks in pain. And we are back to Cashton, who is burning from acid right now. So new round, we have to roll the acid damage again.
Okay.
It was 13 dice last time, so we'll do
Oh.
7. You do not take any more damage,
Oh.
amazingly.
Hooray.
All right. Yeah.
However, the alien is still going, and this was something about a death roll here. Let's see how this works with the acid. Oh, so it says if the victim is broken by the acid splash or suffers further acid splash damage when already broken. So it made you broken with the acid damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Then you must make a death roll every round until you either die or are saved by a medical aid roll.
Oh shit.
Okay, so I believe this is a stamina check. People usually just die from criticals, so I usually don't have this happen. You must make a death roll when the listed time rolls out. Okay, that's happening now. A death roll is a roll for stamina, but you cannot push the roll, and you do not roll any of your stress dice. If the death roll fails, you die. If you succeed, you linger on but must take another death roll the listed amount of time has passed. Which in this case
Oh.
is every turn until you die or somebody heals you.
Oh man.
So give me a stamina test, please. Do you have a story point left?
I have 1 story point, yeah.
Do you want to use it?
I mean, yeah. Gonna have
Okay.
to, right?
So you use it, you have a success, so you are no longer dying. You're just
Okay.
broken and almost unconscious from the pain, but you are still alive.
Great.
Which means then it is the alien's turn, and the alien goes rushing down the hall after. I guess we'll go do a D4 here. It's going to ignore Cashton because the queen is currently under attack. 1. So it's going to go for Chan. You were the first one to shoot at it, so it's going to come after you.
Fair enough.
Another capture for the hive. If you'd like to block, you can make a close combat attack as it tries to strike you.
Yeah, let's do that. Nice.
Oh my. Roll your panic. Freeze.
Wow, boy.
Oh boy. Okay, so everybody's stress goes up by 1, and that makes you fail, so you do not block. It only scored 1 point of damage, so roll your armor. And they really want to get you guys face hugged here, just trying to capture you all night. Okay, you take a point of damage, make a stamina roll. Okay, you are up for 1 more turn. And then it is the creature's turn again. Well, it's going to continue to attack you. Alright, playing with its prey, it knocks you to the ground. You gain a stress level and must make a panic test.
And another stress level panic test.
Okay, see, it's getting all fucked up again here. So
No, I think because I
Oh, there-
was
no,
at 10,
there it is.
this
Yeah,
is
level-
right. It
there-
puts
okay,
me up
so
to
cover.
11.
Okay, seek cover. You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but all friendly PCs go up by 1. So you're going to try to scramble on your next turn. And then at this point, There is another creature. Fortunately, Jimmy, you had the right idea, but you did not see this thing because it was guarding the queen and hiding. But one of her bodyguards is coming out to join the fray as soon as I find it. Is this what it is? Yes. And it comes running into the hall. Yeah, speed 2. Okay. So it's going to move into the hall, and then it's going to attack, and it's probably going to attack you, Wagner, because you shot the queen.
Bring it.
And why didn't that work? It's not working. What's going on here?
Too scared of me.
There, I'll just add him to the combat then. I don't know. That's weird. Whatever. Oh, but what happens when we add the queen then? Hold on. Whoa.
Uh-oh, fractions.
Yeah.
What?
The game's all glitched out. Well, let's see if this I can attack now. No. Wait. What?
1d9 plus 1. 1.923.
Hold on. Why is it? Oh, well that's why the fucking thing doesn't have an attack table selected. Well, that's fucked up. Okay. There we go. Okay, so Wagner, assassinate the threat. The xenomorph pauses, hissing quietly, but all the more threatening for that. It looks like it's thinking or maybe giving silent orders to unseen companions. All of you gain +1 stress. And at this point, you can, Wagner, you especially, because you're watching, you can see that I'll put him here so we know he's attacking you. You can see beyond the soldier alien, the queen is detaching herself from the ceiling. And you can see she's detaching herself from her egg deposit thing, and it looks like she's probably going to be joining the fray very soon. This is the creature that's attacking you right now, Wagner. Its head has many more ridges on it. It's not smooth like some of these other ones, and it looks just a little bit bulkier than the others.
Okay.
Okay, can I delete this from... Okay. I think the initiative is fine, because it was cashed in, then the aliens, then everybody else, so... Chan, you're next. You must seek cover.
Well, I definitely don't do anything interesting. So I tried to block, got panic condition freeze, panicked again, upgrading to seek cover. So do I freeze or do I seek cover?
You seek cover. You take
Okay.
that. So you have to use your next action to move away. Now you are engaged, which means you must make a retreat roll if you want. So if you want to make a retreat roll, it's a mobility. If you pass, then the alien does not get an attack of opportunity. If you fail or if you don't do it, it'll get an attack of opportunity when you try to run.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go.
All right, you panic.
Panic, classic. More panic.
You scream. Your stress goes down by 1, but everyone else must make a panic roll. Cashin, you don't need to make a panic roll because you're broken.
And that's how we all die.
Okay, the squad leader is fleeing. Oh my goodness. Wagner is seeking cover, and Garcia is seeking cover. Wow. Okay. So Chan once again screams and causes everybody to panic in every direction. So Garcia, on your turn, you are attempting to retreat somewhere.
Okay.
Oh boy, hold on. We gotta go through these one at a time here. Flee. Do you flee immediately, or is it on your turn? Oh, this is gonna be a chain reaction here. Unfortunately, Schaefer, your thing... Yeah, I don't know if you do this on your turn or if it's immediate. Let's see here. I guess it's on your turn because the Berserk panic says you immediately attack. So we'll assume it's on your turn. So Garcia, you're first. You are seeking cover. So your stress goes down by 1, but everybody else, their stress goes up by 1. Where do you retreat to? I would say your choices are either back to the maintenance offices somewhere or back to the vehicle bay.
I would say back to the vehicle bay.
Okay, so move yourself over there. And then we're on to Schaefer. So Schaefer, unfortunately, yours, you have to retreat. See, it's like flee. Well, I guess it is flee. It's like seek cover, but unfortunately, everybody who sees you do this has to make a panic roll. So your stress goes down by 1, and where do you flee, Schaefer? You can go to the maintenance offices, the vehicle bay, or these hallways over here by the mass housing.
I'll go to the I'll go with Garcia towards the vehicle bay.
Okay, so your stress goes down by 1. Unfortunately, everyone who's still standing must make another panic roll when they see you run.
But we're still resolving the current panic roll?
No, because this happens on your turn, so it's going to override whatever you have here.
So the panic rolls we just did are being overwritten, but we're rolling right now.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh no. I guess this makes sense. Everybody sees the Sarge run, and it just all goes to hell. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, Garcia, you have to roll too because he ran into the room. Oh, there you are. He ran into the room where you're hiding. You're like, oh, I'm safe, and then you see him running through the room. You're like, oh, fuck. Okay, yours would go up to 12 because you already had seek cover, so... Oh my goodness. Alright.
What's 12?
12 is Scream.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do this one at a time here. Well, Jimmy's going to go first here because he has Berserk. You must immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target is broken. Well, you can shoot the alien that's right in front of you. That'd probably make the most sense.
I mean, he's going to full auto it. So, okay, so +2 for full auto. It's a medium-sized creature, right? So there's no modifications for shooting this thing?
Correct. If you do full auto, you gain a point of stress.
He's got a trait where he ignores that.
Oh, hell yeah. That's really fucking good. Oh, boy. Well, Jimmy...
It's not going to matter.
It's been good serving with you.
More panic.
Catatonic.
Catatonic, yeah.
However, hold on. Berserk is special, though. Berserk does not end until you or the target is broken. So you basically don't have to worry about stress right now. Now
Really?
you do burn through your ammo because you did roll a panic, but you still score a hit. Yeah, Berserk overrides other panic.
Okay.
At least that's how a lot of us have played it, and I think it makes sense.
Well, it's going to be 5 damage then.
Nice. Okay, 5 damage, armor piercing on this guy. He blocks 1, so he takes 4. Looking fairly hurt. However, that'll be an acid splash to you. 4 more damage. Oh! 5 successes.
Oh
He blocks 4 of it!
Wow, okay.
Unfortunately, that means 4 of your armor gets burned away.
Well, it's not dead. So.
And you take a point of damage. Holy fuck.
How do I drop my armor down?
Open the armor in your inventory, like you're going to
okay.
edit it. Okay. Well, you and it are still fighting. You're out of ammo right now, but you're tearing it apart. And, oh my god, all the other panic rolls. Okay, so that was Berserk. Then we have Chan is fleeing. All right, Chan. Your stress goes down by 1. Where are you running?
I'm gonna follow. Did Garcia go back into the vehicle bay? Probably go that way as well.
So did Schaefer. So Schaefer should be over there.
Yeah.
Okay. The xenomorph. Are you gonna make the mobility roll? Try to not get hit.
I can't for flee, and also doing that was sort of the whole thing that started this
Oh, yeah.
conversation in the first place.
Well, the
When I
alien
failed to do that, so I
is
think
going to
you
try to
get-
strike you.
Yeah.
All right, it's hitting you again. It does 2 damage.
Oh boy. Well, armor. Go.
Okay, take another point of damage. And oh, you're already poisoned. You're gonna pass out this turn anyway. So,
Yeah, I already have that.
all right. And then did we have any other panic to resolve here? Garcia. No, wait, that's. Nope. Okay. All right. And now it is actually Wagner's actual turn. So you're still berserking. So you'll need to spend. You can either spend a slow action to reload, or you can start attacking this thing if you have any other weapons.
Guess he'll pull out the knife.
Yes.
Cause why not, right?
I mean, he is berserking, right?
Yeah, exactly. I can't click the knife. I have to do what a
No, you have to make sure it's equipped first. Right click on the knife so it
Oops,
moves to
ignore
you.
that. Ignore that. That was a misclick.
Yeah, right click on the knife and it'll move to active in your inventory, or left click on the knife, the actual icon. There you go.
There we go. 2 successes.
Panic doesn't matter right now because you're going nuts. Unfortunately, it does get its full armor here.
That's gonna be 3 damage.
Okay, it blocks 1. It takes 2 more.
Okay.
It looks like it's ready to collapse, and you're gonna take another acid splash, which does 1 more point of damage. Which you block. Oh my god, your armor's down to 1. Oh.
Jimmy gives no fucks.
Jimmy here. A new round. Cashton, I believe you're still taking acid damage from like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I believe so.
And it was quite a bit if I remember.
Yeah.
No, that was against, that's the soldier. Hold on, there's so many things going on right now. Mobility, nope, that was the mobility.
Acid splash. 14 dice.
It was 13. So it's down to 7. Okay. Cashton, you take 2 more points of acid damage.
Oh boy. And what is that? Do I do armor?
Yes, if you have any left.
Okay.
Wow. Well, your armor
Nice.
goes down by 2 more points, and you're no
Okay.
longer burning. However, you only had 1 round for passing out from the poison, so at this point, you pass out and you go unconscious.
Okay.
The aliens are next. That alien grabs you and starts dragging you over here to the egg chamber.
Oh man.
This alien keeps attacking you, Wagner. Headbite. He's not fucking around. If you'd like to make a close combat roll, you can burn your or your fast action to block with your
pretty
knife.
Sure if I don't, I die. So.
Okay.
So I make a knife attack or a close combat skill check.
Close combat. You get the bonus of the knife, I think.
3 successes.
Okay. It only had 2 successes.
All right.
So it's doing a total of 3 damage.
Oh.
You blocked 3 damage, so you are still alive.
Okay.
It tries to snap at you, and you manage to get the knife up in time, and it bites the knife, and maybe like cut off one of the teeth, and it does not hit you. Unfortunately, the aliens have back-to-back activations here, so it does get to attack again. And it does the die for the queen. So it bites you, and you block it, and it's so shocked by the fact that you're able to block snapping inner jaw that it just tears itself apart in a suicide attack in hopes that you die. Perhaps you really did scare it, Jimmy. Such a hero. It only does 1 point of acid damage.
I only have 1 armor.
Oh!
Oh no.
1 more point of damage.
All right, I'm at 0.
Oh no! Roll the
Oh god.
critical.
You're broken there.
Oh.
You have to do death
What do
saves,
you
right?
got?
And not
Crotch
the normal
crotch
stuff.
hit. Oh. Well, you take the critical automatically, and then
Or
you
just
gotta do
take
the death
acid to my crotch?
You do both?
Oh, that's awful. Oh, your
Damn dog.
crotch is on fire. Yeah, next turn you would
Liquefied.
Chan, what do? Are you suffering acid damage? I'm sorry, I've lost track at this point.
It's possible I'm suffering acid damage, but I did get hit with the paralyzing poison.
Oh, that's right,
so
you
I
go
think I'm
unconscious. Yep.
Unconscious.
Garcia, what do?
So I
Oh, the queen at this
Cover it
point,
again.
she's chased you guys down. She's chased you guys into this area. But she had to spend all of her actions to do it.
how do our explosives get activated?
I mean, I would assume they either have like a timer you can set, or, if they get damaged, they'd probably explode.
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
All right, what's it gonna be?
I'm gonna set the timer on
Okay.
the explosive
All right. For how long?
5 minutes,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attempt to toss it back down the hallway.
Okay.
Where they were coming from.
Give me a ranged attack, please. See how far your throw is or how good it is. Okay, roll me a panic. Scream. So your stress level goes down by 1. Unfortunately, your remaining teammate Schaefer has to make a panic test.
God damn it.
But he goes berserk. Oh, now's your chance, Sarge. You can attack either Garcia or the Queen, or Chan, I guess, if you really wanted to.
Can I attack the queen with an item I haven't used before?
Yeah. I mean, so Garcia, you throw it. It like lands down the hall. That's fine. You scream as you do it. Your stress goes down by 1. You're pretty much just screaming. You kind of throw this thing down the hall. Schaefer, you have to immediately attack. So what are you gonna do?
So I have an M5 RPG launcher.
Oh yeah, here we go.
So can I just sprint up and shoot it, or I can't move. I just have to roll the dice to hit. How's this work?
You would make an immediate attack. So this isn't just an attack roll that you make. So
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, another call from work.
No worries. 2 successes, 1 stress. So now we wait to see what happens when he gets back.
You guys got 5 minutes.
I don't think we'll survive 5 minutes. It's like, damn, maybe if it would have been 10 seconds, you just throw it at the queen and, hope everything works out. But no way, 5 minutes.
Take cover under the truck.
I mean, that one's gonna explode too, right?
Sean, did you add the 2 bonus dice because it's a large target?
No, definitely not.
Roll 2 more then.
Okay. How does just roll?
Just do the generic roll.
Was it roll /2 or what do I type?
/roll space 2d6 and a 6 and a 5. Okay, so you got 3 successes. So that's a total of 5, 6, 7 damage. I'm assuming that's armor piercing.
I have no idea. Is there a way to figure that out?
Would a grenade launcher be?
Check
An
your
RPG launch?
check your inventory. What does it say?
It just says RPG launcher, range extreme, power 0, rounds 2.
It is armor piercing. If you right click on the little pencil,
Oh,
or if you
okay.
left click on it, then it shows it.
Gotcha. Yep. Armor piercing.
Okay, well, a massive explosion engulfs the room basically, and the queen. She blocks 2 of the. What'd you do? 5, 6, 7. So she takes 5 damage.
Is the damage increased for every success over the first?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 5 base damage for the first success, then you had 2 more successes, so it's total 7.
Nice.
And then it's she blocked 2 of them, so it's back down to 5.
Nice.
Well, that put a hurting on her. She looks fairly injured. However, well, acid's gonna splash on Chan. It's not gonna hit the you other two here.
Rip.
So, sorry, Chan. You are taking 0 hits from 15 acid dice.
Nice.
Okay. Wagner, you're dying. I think there's still acid on you too. How much did this guy do last time? Was it 12? 12, so 6. That was 1d6. There we go. No damage. You're not burning anymore. You're just dying. Cashton, you're being cocooned.
Oh.
The aliens continue to attack. Well, the queen comes stomping over to you, Schaefer.
Rip.
She's done fucking around.
Well, it's good because I'm pissed.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. The charger only. Reroll for the queen, okay? Beastly Bite. The xenomorph takes a huge bite from its victim. If the attack causes any damage, it inflicts critical injury 61. Okay. You may block if you'd like to make a close combat attack here.
Okay. 2 successes.
It only rolled 1 success.
Yeah, baby.
So you get the rocket launcher up in time, and she like snaps down on it, but it does not hit you. And then she has back-to-back attacks. So, because remember they get 2 actions just like you guys do for each of their initiative orders. So
Right.
she moved, attacked, and now she's just going to attack again. Another charge? Nope. Another charge? Wow. Headbite. There we go. The xenomorph opens its mouth wide and its inner jaws lash out. If you want to drop your slow action to another fast action to block, you can, but then you won't have any actions on your turn.
Well, I mean, if it hits, I'm dead, right?
Yep.
So I kind of got to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa! Holy shit! It
No.
Five
It's
Whoa.
got
there.
Schaefer.
So the inner jaw snaps out at you. She only rolled 2 successes, so you basically you swing the rocket launcher around another way, and you basically bat the inner jaw away. And she is pissed. Chan, you're melting.
Paralyzed.
I think. Yeah, melting and paralyzed. Garcia, you screamed, but you're free to act this turn, I think.
Okay.
Scream. Yeah. Oh wait, you lose your next slow action. Well, that was last turn, so you're good. You can actually act this turn.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna shoot the queen.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Lance Corporal is soloing the queen in melee combat with an unloaded rocket launcher.
Gonna beat her like I beat
Wow.
civilians.
Is it still +2 for large?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Roll your panic.
Damn it.
Flee.
Oh.
Well, your stress level goes down by 1. Luckily, the panic won't matter for Schaefer because he's going nuts right now. He's berserking. So you bring the gun up, you go to pull the trigger, and you can't do it. You're just overcome with terror. Where do you flee to?
Where do we come in through?
This ladder
Vehicle
here.
entrance? This ladder here. I guess I'm
Yep.
gonna keep running that towards that way then.
Okay, so you'll run into this room. Yeah, you're probably just booking it at this point. But your stress does go down by 1, and then we are back to Schaefer, who has no actions because he blocked like a badass.
Yeah, so
Uh,
whatever.
Luckily, you're not burning from acid, so there's that.
And I can't move, right?
No, because you use both your actions.
Cool.
So
All right.
this xenomorph comes running and goes chasing after Garcia, so it'll use both its actions to chase him. The queen wants to solo you. Man, oh man.
Wait, didn't that one explode itself?
Oh, it did. You're
in a
right.
gore?
Okay, nothing chases you. It's just you and the queen and your buddy Chan watching as she fades from consciousness. And tail spike. The tail impales the victim with terrible force. Holy shit, roll an attack with 14 dice? Oh, Jesus. I have to actually type this in because it's not even on the chart.
And I don't have any more things because it's not a full cycle.
No, it's a new round now. We're in a new round. So.
Okie dokie. I will
Okay.
attempt to block.
All right. Oh my God.
Is there even a point?
You might as well, right?
Right.
Oh,
It's just gonna...
what is this? 5
one.
blocks? Oh my God. The queen rolled 1 hit, so you block.
Pussy.
The tail comes whipping around, and perhaps you just dodge it like Ripley did, and then it attacks again.
I'm gonna hold this bitch for 5 minutes.
Crushing
gonna be-
blow.
Schaefer and the queen locked in eternal combat forever.
The xenomorph brings its entire weight down on the poor victim, who must make a mobility roll at -2, no action, or be crushed, immediately suffering 3 critical injuries.
Cool. Can I try to block that too?
This you have to make a mobility roll, because you can't block it. It's like an elephant trying to sit on you.
Gotcha. Okay. Mobility. No, I don't think that's
At,
good.
at -2. Well,
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God. So she just plops on top of you because she's
What a pussy.
she's sick of your bullshit. Where the hell's the critical chart? I can't even find it with all these. There we go. Alien tables. Creature tables? Mother tables. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Wait, how do I... Oh, here we go. It takes a really long time to roll this for some reason. All right. We have a broken nose. We have a broken leg. And we have a severed arm. Oh, yeah. Well, that's... I think that's probably going to do it for Schaefer here. -1 manipulation. Can't run, only crawl. Fatal.
Yeah, what's the fatal field? Because this severed arm says fatal, yes.
So fatal means that injury, if it's not treated in the amount of time listed, you die.
Oh.
It's a
that makes
shift. So somehow you can last a shift, which is
Like
5
8
to 10
hours?
hours. Yeah. You can last a shift before you die from having a severed arm, I guess.
I mean, if you tie it off, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well. So, you're still going, technically,
Nice.
somehow. And Garcia, you're up. Schaefer is swearing up a storm like he's back in boot camp with a bunch of new recruits, refusing to die. You can act at this point. Your
I know.
your terror has subsided for now.
Can I move into a position to shoot?
Absolutely. Yep. So move for slow or fast action, and then shoot for slow action, and you get +2 dice because she's large and in charge. Oh my
Good.
God! You didn't fail.
You
Well, I gotta add
push.
the +2.
Ooh.
Did you want to push? Oh, you forgot +2. Add it in then.
Yeah. There's the wrong button. Oops.
Oh, what the fuck? That was weird.
Whoa.
It like zoomed in. What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
Ah, damn it.
Slash roll. You gotta type out roll.
Oh, okay.
If this has base dice button like the other thing did. A 3 and a 4, so nothing. So you have 2 successes, which will be a total of 3 damage. It is armor piercing. She blocks 2. She takes another point of damage. She's not looking great. However, that will be acid damage on the Lance Corporal. 2 points of damage, Lance Corporal. Roll your armor.
Got my armor.
Can't block this. There it is. 2 points of damage.
No good.
Are you still standing?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
No way! Oh
Sir.
my God, amazing. It's been an honor serving with you. Schaefer, it's your turn. And you still have an action, I think, because you blocked one and the other one she just sat on you.
Yeah.
So you have a slow action left.
So-
Unfortunately, your gun is not loaded right now.
Correct. Can I just detonate the bombs we planted in this vehicle bay on the undercarriage of the crawler
yeah.
thing?
Yeah, you can detonate the bombs. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just detonate that that one. Fuck you.
Oh yes.
I mean, you're berserking right now, so I think it makes
Yes.
total. You're like, fuck it. Okay. Well, there is a massive explosion. Garcia, a fireball erupts feet in front of you as the entire cargo bay just explodes. The vehicle bay just explodes in fire. Schaefer, would you please roll me... Where's my book? Hold on. Let me see how many dice this is. I gotta find which... I know it's in the Marine book. Just give me a second to find it here. Is it technically a weapon? What the fuck's that shit? Here we go. Yep. You're gonna roll 15 dice. It is a 15 damage blast.
15d6.
Yep. 1-6. Okay. Well,
So
Wowie,
upsetting.
wowie.
oops. Sorry, it's armor piercing. So she does not take any damage. You need to roll armor as well against that.
But does
Wow.
that set off the bomb that I was carrying?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a chain reaction here. So
Were you carrying 2 bombs?
I just had one.
Rip.
I had
Alright.
2. What happened to those?
I don't
No
know.
successes on my hand.
Okay, well, you're gonna take at least one more point of damage here, Schaefer.
Rip.
However, you're on fire. Are you still standing?
I think the 1 point will kill me, or it will
Oh.
0 me, whatever that
Oh.
means.
Okay. All right. So there is this huge, huge explosion, and everything just turns to fire. Now, Garcia, you are knocked back by this blast, basically like knocked, almost like into this other room, and you just don't see anything other than flames. You hear the queen screeching in pain, and you see that she is making her way out of the fire towards you, but she's kind of stumbling around. You see her silhouette in the flames. What do you do?
Shoot.
You gonna shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay. Make it count. Remember, +2. He did it. Would you like to push the roll? Or do you have any story points? Or
Ooh.
both?
I have 1 story point.
Push the roll and then use your story point to succeed.
I have so many panics right now, though.
Well, the story point makes you automatically succeed, right, Chris?
The story point gives you 1 automatic success. It's like you rolled
Oh.
another 6.
Ooh, I don't know.
And if you
Yeah.
push, you just re-roll what didn't roll anything. So you'll be rolling
Oh,
3
you-
stress dice because you get a point of stress. It'll re-roll everything that's blank.
Oh.
Well, if you just use your story point, oh yeah.
Why did I don't? Okay, I don't know why it re-rolled everything there. I thought it was just re-roll. Okay, well you can use your story point too, so you'll have a total of 3 successes.
No, it did it
it
right because
did-
you do 3
did it
yellow
right.
dice because you get a stress.
Right.
And then it did 7 black dice.
So he's now got
1 extra success.
right. So 3 successes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so you have a total of 3 successes, and then you're gonna use your story point to make it 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Armor piercing. Is it enough to put down the beast? It was 4, right? So 5 total damage. She blocks 1. She is still standing.
Oh god. Oh god.
You shoot it as she's charging down the hall, acid spraying everywhere, and she stumbles as she reaches you and strikes out.
Now, Chris, what about
yeah.
that chain reaction from Chan's explosives?
I rolled armor for that as well for her.
Oh.
And there's fire everywhere. She's on fire too. She has to take fire damage next turn, but she is gonna reach Garcia and be able to make 1 attack here before the fire kicks in.
Big Rip Garcia.
Nope, charge, can't do that. Call the guard. The enormous xenomorph lets out a shrill cry for help, calling... What is this? 1d6 sentries or soldiers to its defense. And it rolled a 5. Oh, God.
My butt.
However, fire damage is in place. Garcia, if you'd like to roll me 15 dice, please.
Do it.
Tina?
It's got to be some good numbers
There's
there.
1 6.
Doc, what the fuck?
The queen is on fire. However, aliens do have reduced armor against fire as well, so... But she soaks it. Oh! So Garcia, at this point, the queen, on fire, towers over you. And actually the fire would start to go out because she didn't take damage. But you see multiple aliens start to enter the room that she's called for aid, grievously wounded. The camera will go dark as these aliens close in around you, hissing and revealing their inner jaws as the fire rages through the base, perhaps setting off some of the other explosives.
Damn. Garcia, do you have any explosives on you?
No, I threw mine down the hallway.
Rip. Well, there's one. I planted one in the vehicle unloading cargo bay.
Did mine go off?
I mean, it eventually does, yeah.
Okay,
The one that
yeah.
you threw. So, the queen had 1 health left.
Aww. So upsetting.
The fire was not enough, though. She's just too powerful.
Rip.
And that is the end of the squad and of the return to Hadley's Hope, as Jen and Trevor and Schneider probably book
That
it at this
slacker,
point.
Schneider.
With explosions ripping through the base, many of the aliens dead. Perhaps the queen dies in the inferno, but based on her tanky rolls there, I don't think she did. But that is a tale for another time, so that will be the end of our scenario here. Why don't we do a quick round and reveal what everybody's agendas were,
Sure.
and then we'll close it out here. I'll just go real quick for Trevor. He wasn't being played, unfortunately, but his was to keep his squad healthy, alive, and in the fight. Make sure everyone returns back home when all is said and done. Clearly, he failed at that personal agenda.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, he saved Schneider, who doesn't like him, so there's that.
True.
Yeah.
Schaefer's personal agenda was accomplish the mission no matter the cost to the rest of your squad. Be sure to survive yourself, though, so no one else can claim the credit for a job well done.
Wow.
Yeah, rip.
You almost did.
Yeah, almost. It was that last stupid crush roll. Couldn't block it.
You know, I think Schneider here is actually going to complete his personal objective the way this thing's played out.
Okay.
So, are you ready for Schneider?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're ready.
You are Yuri Koshnov, a spy for the Union of Progressive Peoples, a longtime enemy of the United Americas. You have been secretly posing as Emil Schneider, a German marksman. Up until now, you've been waiting for orders to make any big moves against the UA. For now, you have gathered any intel you could for your comrades back home. All of this suspicious behavior from Weyland-Yutani has integrated or has intrigued the UPP command, and is now the time to make your move. Discover the truth of what happened on LV-426 and recover any evidence you can for UPP command. Make sure no one else in your squad is able to report the truth. So, Schneider actually managed to pocket some intel and got put back on injured duty as back on the ship. So he kind of
did.
sort of did what he wanted to do.
Yeah, it's like a 2 out of 3 because Trevor is still alive and so is Jen. I mean, they weren't there, so they don't have as much evidence as you. I mean, they know that there was aliens and stuff, but that's about it. So, and everybody else is dead. So, pretty close actually. Yeah, strange way that turned out, but I would say Schneider definitely. I'd count it as a win for him.
And Jimmy, he's pretty straightforward. Prove to the rest of the squad that you're an asset, not a liability, and you have what it takes to be a Marine. Keep your squad mates alive and eliminate any enemies with extreme prejudice.
You tried. You definitely
tried.
Wasn't he like the second one to go?
Hey, anytime someone is fighting an alien in close combat with their knife, you know the night is going the right way.
True.
And when
So-
when it's because of berserking, it's even better.
It's even funnier. You know what? Fuck you and your hive.
Exactly.
So Garcia's personal agenda was to score at least 3 confirmed kills and to survive. I did not complete that.
How many did you get? I know you got the face hugger at the very
got the-
start.
Yeah, I almost
I
got
don't
the
think-
queen.
I
was
don't
so
think you
close.
got. Yeah, I don't think you got the killing blow on anybody else though, did you?
No.
Not for lack of trying. That's for
No.
sure. All right.
Let's see,
And-
Cashton. Cashton's personal agenda was find out what really happened on LV 426 and gather evidence so you can get the truth out to the public. Oops.
Yeah, definitely failed that one.
In a good contrast, my mission as Sarah Chan was exactly the opposite. Working with Wayland Yutani as an agent, I have been secretly on the payroll for several months. Another agent, Miranda Reynolds, brought her team to the planet and was at the time believed to have gone rogue and wanted me to investigate. So my job was to find what happened to her team, eliminate her if she turned traitor, and destroy or recover any incriminating evidence of the company's involvement with the company, or with the colony, as it were. There's a bonus if I could have secured any live samples, which is the whole thing that obviously didn't happen. But I did manage to get her iPad, so that helps, I guess.
All right. Well, that is it for the Return to Hadley's Hope. I want to thank all my players here for leaning into the alien universe and sticking with the characters and obviously terrible choices that, any of us in that situation would hopefully not make after seeing the movies. But unfortunately, our players or our characters just don't know about that shit. So well done. Maybe we'll see Schneider and Trevor in the future. Maybe Schneider will come back for something. He's out
Only-
there.
Oh,
We had
Schneider,
some
upon
kind of-
learning, the rest of the squad got killed down below. He would take out Trevor and probably take control of the ship if he could.
I was about to say, if only we had some kind of super-powered robot doctor that could have healed us and picked us up without panicking the entire time.
Oh, it's too bad. Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to do that, Schneider, because you're not great at piloting the ship.
What I imagine he would do, he would just assemble Trevor, and then basically put a gun to the pilot and be like, "Hey, you do what I say, or I blow your head off," kind of a thing. Try
Well,
to hijack the ship is what I think he'd try to do.
taking down an android is not exactly easy.
Yeah,
usually-
but if you got a gun to the back of his head, he's not looking at you. It might do something.
Yeah, I mean, by the rules of the game, they're hard to kill because they have those crazy critical rolls. But Trevor would probably be a little confused because he's a good guy, right? He's probably just gonna instantly try to kill you. So you definitely could do some damage with the drop on him, I think. But that is a story for another time. Maybe we'll visit Schneider's tale in the future. So thank you guys all. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know we went a little long tonight, but this was a lot of fun, and we're gonna add some more sound effects to this one too. So all of our players will have some interesting stuff to listen to here. So thank you all once again. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and wherever you get your podcasts, especially on Apple Podcasts. Throw us a like, throw us a subscription. Be sure to leave us a review in the positive to help us grow the channel. And stay tuned, as there is definitely more Alien in the future here on Dragon's Greed Gaming. So thank you all once again, and nighty night.